Hello, everyone, and welcome to GTA 5. Yes, we are here with hopefully some more good racing, probably some crazy racing, probably some silliness. You know the drill. It's it's a Sunday evening. It's time to mess about on GTA 5. We are going to we're starting off in a lobby. The servers, the game, whatever connections are still a mess and barely functioning. So we can't have any free roam shenanigans to start because it's, not going to work properly. So, if you want to take part, you are more than welcome to. You will need to be playing on Xbox and you will need the enhanced version. Send Ewan a message whose game tag is alongside where we have highlighted on the screen, and we will try our best to get you connected. You may end up dropping out in between races. We'll try and keep people to. We're going to do our best. It's GTA is GTA, and it is quite broken, basically. But we shall try our very best to get it to work as much as possible. We are going to be starting this evening at the Pukekohe circuit, which is a fantastically fun, quite difficult track to race around. There's some high curbs, some fast corners, one of the more difficult ones to overtake around as well. I don't know what we're going to start with, but let's go start with, I think tuner cars makes a good starting point. We'll give people a couple of minutes to get as many folks in as we can. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. So we all know the drill. It's time for a race. We're hoping Longbow will win with some grace, but Danger Man does lurk, and Chris has a smirk. Oh dear, we see Alex has won in first place. I mean, I'm okay with that. All of that, I'm fine with. We might get a victory. I'm getting close to 600 wins, I think, on GTA. I don't know whether we're going to get it this time. Also, the PSA, a hot dog is a sandwich circuit, if possible, tonight. I don't have that anymore, I'm afraid. I was going to load that one up, but I don't have it. So, sadly, it has been lost to the annals of history, or probably when we filmed it, whoever made it loaded it up, and I forgot to save it or whatever. But yeah, it is. I don't have it, I'm afraid. I can't say I particularly remember that circuit. It sounds like a brazen named circuit, but I can't remember what it would be. We have got Chris. He's getting connected. Once Chris has got connected, we will get started. And then we will see how. See what goes on. Per se, Hot Dog is a Sandwich was never filmed. It was streamed, though, like 3 years ago. I definitely don't remember it then. It's long gone out of the memory bank. That is just too difficult for me to be remembering. Alex Anderson, thank you very much for the donation. I say, for once, I actually want a good race, so I want the split route track. Is that? Can't remember what that one was called. No idea. I vaguely remember it. I vaguely. It's the one in the airfield, I think, is the one that you mean. But we can have a look. We can see what we can possibly do. Don't saying do any sensible pwn circuit. We can do. Oh, yes, San Andreas Rush. I do. That's a fantastic track. That's really cool. I don't know if that was the one you meant, but we'll go to there. I'm always happy to go to that circuit. That's really fun. It's a bit chaotic in places, but it is a really fun circuit. Sound, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying after Longbow's massive success in yesterday's video, I'd love to see something with 3 wheels go around somewhere. Do we have? I'm trying to think if I have any races where we could even remotely use a 3-wheeled car. Or the only 3. What? Outside of the Raptor, I don't think there's any other 3-wheeled vehicles in this game. I could be completely wrong. I could be forgetting something. I definitely feel like GTA needs a Reliant, but that's probably a little bit of a forlorn hope at the end of the day. Oh, God, that was not much of a countdown. Thanks, Gabe. I had a, I don't know, a bit of fluff on the screen that I went to get out of the way, and I was very unprepared for the start, but we have made it. We got the boost start. We've made it through this first section relatively nicely, and we are out the other side all in one piece. Things are good. Things are good. We are going to go 3 wide into the chicane. Brazen's going to go up onto 2 wheels. That's fine. We actually have to be a little bit careful. Gliska's up onto 2 wheels as well. I wanted to try and get a little bit of curb boost, couldn't do it. And did not get the pull from the slipstream that we wanted to at that point. Just had to be a little bit little bit careful. Yeah, of course, we've got the rampant rocket, the silly massive engine trike. There, you make a good point there. Oh god, not that that's... Yeah, it's got the worst hitbox in the world. However, it is... I knew there'd be something that I'd forgotten. Leo went all the way to the outside, made that one work. We're going to try and sneak past I think a Brazen. It is a Brazen. But we're all out of shape through here, which is not what we want at all. And we've just fallen back a little bit from the top 3. Now, we have slipstream, we have catch-up turned on, as we always do. Their lead will be probably short-lived, especially if me and Brazen sort it out and we work together effectively. You will quickly slipstream your way up to the leaders. We will get back into the fight, or we can have a little bit of a dive on Childish. We will lift and let them retake that play. Wasn't really intending, I just drove into the corner a little bit too hard. Wasn't intending for even be making an overtake through that. Just got a little too much speed. We have a good run to the inside. It's fine. We'll make that work. Oh, a lot of cars are coming to join the party. Back there, it's flat through turn 1. I mean, if you get it right, I think it can be flat through there as well. If you launch it skywards, less good. We're going to get all of the momentum onto the back straight. We will sweep past to take the lead briefly. Gliska's going to send it, gets lots of... That was why I was a little wary. Gliska was so late on the brakes down there that if we try to hold that on the outside, we would have just been oversteered into, essentially. I'm on the long way around at the hairpin. Now, it's not a great... Liam went across for a little bit of curb boost, just as I wanted to get into that space, and we've been shuffled out a smidge. So it is 5 cars for the lead. The group behind has fallen back a little. We get a great shot out of the... That would be a hell of a photo finish right there, if we can do that on the final lap. There was a little bit of contact between me and Brazen, but we have all made it through there in one piece. Gliska is across the curbing. We were also sent... Not really... You'll get away with it. It's not really where you want to go, but you can get away with it. We have got a good run, as does Childish on the outside. Level 8 has come to join. Ninetales is to the inside through here. Oh, God. Don't think Childish knew we were going to be 3 wide down there. To be fair, I wasn't expecting to end up being 3 wide down there either at that point. And, yeah, we were just very caught up in the middle. We kind of defend the final corner. It's not even really defending at this point. This is more just trying to not get involved in an accident, really. It's 4 wide heading through this next section. It's flat out, normally. I'm not sure it's going to be flat out with this many cars around. We had a run, but we couldn't quite get to the gap that we were looking for. Liam is right behind. Ninetales sweeps past to the lead of the race as we head into the first caney bit. I got big oversteer. Could not get my car to go at all where I wanted it to as the back end let go. We've got a good run on the exit. No one's gone across with us here, which is fine by me. We will be a little sneaky. It's our turn to be on the really tight line through here. Problem with that, you can brake late on that line, but you will be slow on the exit, which we were. However, a little bit of slipstream. Oh, that is a lot of slipstream. I did not expect to be catching that fast, but we were. Jeez. I just all of a sudden hooked up and went, and I was not quite prepared for that as we head through this final couple of corners. It's going to be Brazen. The lemon is passed to the inside. There's a grey car having a look as well. We get a good run towards the line. God knows where you're going to want to be on the final lap. I mean, ideally, you want to be out in front and no one around you. That's the dream. Don't think we're going to get that, because it's been very busy, this race so far. Liam got a great run off there. Got too good a run off there. Ended up in the back of us and killed all of the slipstream and all of their momentum. Ninetales has been hung out wide. We'll be careful a little bit because Ninetales sort of not so much rejoining the circuit, but the angle where Ninetales got kind of left out was always going to be a bit of an awkward one for us to have to deal with. We're going to try and get a little bit. Gliska did not know we were there until that was too late. We're going to try and get a little bit of a curb, but yeah, Gliska did not realise that we were already committed out there. We've got a huge amount of slipstream. I mean, slipstream runs from quite a long way back are very possible. From further back than you realise are possible here, even though it's not traditionally the most effective start-finish line for big slipstream runs. So it's going to be interesting come the final lap. It's going to be one of these where in all the laps running up to the end, cars from further back are going to cross the line in the lead, and on the final lap of the race, the leader will manage to hold on. That seems to be the way it goes whenever we do these races. Liam and Gliska tangled and have both dropped back. Chris is happy just to sit behind at the moment. Gives us a little help out of the hairpin. Now, can we do anything without big slipstream? Gliska's recovered relatively well through there. No, not got the run at all like that. Yeah, that's not going to work. Final lap of the race. We go. Can we be in a good position here for the run to the line? Who knows? Everyone sends it across the curb. I mean, I like Pukekohe circuit. It's fantastic. Don't normally get that high off the curbs, not going to lie. It's not normally what happens around this wonderful circuit. We are potentially up to third here. Could be a good spot. Gliska's on 2 wheels. We're on 2 wheels through all of that. Level 8 is very keen to do something behind us. We're going to get sent to the outside. I mean, it's not the worst place in the world to be here. Gliska will want to cover us off. Now, the problem we've got is, have we gone a little bit too soon? Gliska, the car was alongside. I mean, yeah, we were to the inside. Oh, we've got a big shove from someone and we're going to push Brazen across the line. Yeah, I think Gliska wanted to get across to the curb and we were there, essentially. We weren't fully alongside, but we had the nose, and that's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, yeah. We will. In the end, I mean, it works out for us. We end up in second. Brazen, the lemon, takes the victory in that one. It was always going to be a mad dash to the finish line for that. Brazen takes victory. We all take second. Ninetales ends up in third. Ahead of level 8, Ewan, Liam and Gliska, I think, unlucky. I think they were the ones that were tangled with that one in Enderman 6th and 7th. Valtrek is 8th, ahead of Chris, and Longbow would round out the top 10, with Chris getting the fastest lap of the race. A decent start. A decent start to all of that. Those are pretty good cars. They got a long way up onto 2 wheels. Never really felt like falling over, but they certainly did get bounced up onto 2 wheels a fair bit. More cowbell. Thank you very much for the donation. I raced at Pukekohe just over a month ago in our last race there. Not my most favourite track, but still a great loss to the New Zealand Motorsport. It is. It's very sad that it is. No, I guess it is shut down now. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, it's not the most, might not be the most amazing circuit in the world, but it is a good track, and it is always a shame when we lose a racetrack, especially in a country where they don't have a huge amount of race circuits. So, yeah, it is a great shame that it is no more. Forgotten Silver, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, have you been surprised by the popularity of the Race the Flood series? Been enjoying it so far? Hoping for more soon. There definitely will be more coming soon. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun thing to do. It's one of those things that, you know, we have a lot of fun filming it, so we hope for it to do well in terms of a video. Now, some stuff you film that you think is going to be great and it doesn't do well. Some stuff you film and it does do surprisingly well. I'm always, I say I'm not surprised necessarily, but it's always interesting to see what stuff does incredibly well. I think Race the Flood perhaps less surprising than some stuff. Things like the old car mechanic simulator videos that were, for reasons, incredibly popular. I think that was kind of more surprising in some ways than with the Race Flood, but I'm glad people have been enjoying it. I'm certainly looking forward to doing more with that because it's a very fun it's a very fun event to do, a very fun sort of series of races. So yeah, I'm always pleased when something like that does as well as it is doing. Right, shall we get going? I got 10 laps in Supercar. I don't know what Supercar is around here. I have forgotten. We shall see. Ethan, thank you very much for the donation. So, even Alex, I hope you are well. I couldn't help but think of the incident for Jason Richards at Pukekohe when you mentioned the curbs at the chicane. Admittedly, it was a tyre bundle on the inside back then, as opposed to just the curb. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, V8 Supercars, they get bounced a long way up onto their side. They can get some, especially at like Surface Paradise and so on, just on the curbs there, they get some big two-wheeled antics. And when you add a curb in, was it Jason Richard that flipped as well at Adelaide? Was it Adelaide? At the turn one bit? I swear it was Jason Richard that ends up upside down at that chicane as well. I think that was curb and tyre bundle assisted too. It does happen. Yeah, they do have a fondness for going up onto two wheels. So yeah, kind of accurate with this. I mean, now a field of Bugatti Veyrons racing around Pukekohe less likely than a field of classic Mustangs. But yeah, Gliska's going to run. Well, Gliska was brave. Fair enough. I did not want to run over the anti-track extending concrete barriers. You'll get across them, and sometimes you get across them and they're fine, and other times you hit them and you get launched to space. So it's often not worth the risk. Well, I don't think it is anyway. I'm just going to get to the lead, although we're all going to get a decent run on the exit there. Regardless, I'm hoping, not quite the right place to do that. It's just the game of trying to set up where you want to get a run. Ninetales has got the better run in all of that. We are to the inside. Now, these will be carrying a lot more speed. Will probably not be flat out through quite as many corners as we were with the Dominator. I mean, they're still very quick. We are through all of that. Ninetales is out wide, but we'll have a slipstream. That will be fun. Ninetales will be to the inside. Gliska will be to the inside. Like a 3-car battle, not too bad to manage. It's when we start getting more than 3 cars, that's when it starts getting difficult. 5 is definitely tougher. Chris is now coming to join the party. Small Man just dropped a little bit further back. I don't really mind that wide line. You actually get a very good run on the exit down there. Oh, okay. We do get a good run on the exit. No, Small Man has caught back up. But we got a big snap of oversteer. That is not a place you want to be suddenly going very sideways through there. Running into there with a lot of speed. And we're going to have a lift and coast. Yeah, a little bit on the limit through there. Better just back it off for a moment and gather it all back up. We will take the lead of the race. Chris is going to bring a whole train of cars towards the front. Newt has joined in. So every lap it seems like we're just gaining another car onto the back end of the group. And then we're going to have a Ewan and then potentially a Brazen and a Valtrek maybe, or a Stevie. Not sure which one it is. It is a Valtrek. And then, yeah, Lado is not far. It's going to quickly become a 10-car battle for the lead of the race. It was lovely and calm with 3 cars. 10 cars, less calm. Way less calm. We're going to have no way to defend to the line. Although, they didn't get as bigger a run as I thought they were going to. Now, potentially with the adder being a little bit faster, and it being still a relatively short straight, maybe the catch-up is slightly less effective. Don't know. But yeah, they did not get as bigger a run down there. Thought they were all going to be past me by the start-finish line, but they weren't. Will that make a difference? Oh, someone's had a big hit on the wall. Yeah, will it make a difference in on the final lap of the race? Maybe. Maybe it's something to bear in mind. Oh, hey, hello, Walt. Although there's been a crash behind us. Okay, well, that's what we want on the final lap. That is the dream. That is the dream. If we can leave the hairpin with that bigger a gap, I doubt there's anything they can... Actually, no, tell a lie. It's not. They can still get a big enough slipstream pull, I reckon, to do it. Oh, no, they'll get close. Can't quite. So, yeah, you really need a big gap if you're going to take an easy victory. You're going to rely on... Oh, don't do that. Car! Why on earth did that suddenly snap on me? Ninetales has found the anti-track extending. Oh, trying to get out of the way of the mess going on the outside. Sorry, Valtrack. To be fair to Ninetales, they did not have much choice. They were trying to avoid a very close to spinning orange car. So this thing, I mean, it has a lot of grip up until the point where it really just snaps. And that is a real concern. they just let go when you are not expecting it. So that is something you're going to have to watch out for. There is not quite going to be a gap. We get a big shove from Chris. And that's a hell of a bump draft across the line. Again, shame it's not the final lap. We are clear to cut down across and take the normal line through turn 1. Oh, although too much speed through into the chicane will launch as airborne. Okay, well, I wanted to find out how it would work, what it would do, and that is not a line to be taking in future. That is, you know, we've got to learn these things. Hello, Chris. We'll go side by side through this next corner. It's a big gaggle of cars. As I said, well, 3-car battle is fine, but this many is less fine, and one mistake loses you 4 or 5 positions. Valtrek has unfortunately found out he's out wide and dropped back for the moment. I'm sure they'll be able to get back in the fray, though, before the end of this one. Where are the cars behind? I've just got no slipstream going on. Oh, the car got load of understeer coming up over that crest. Just wanted to go visit the outside wall. Load of understeer and no slipstream. Just the worst combination, really. We are going to have to... Oi. It's getting dangerous up in front. Side by side in the air, we've got huge slipstream. We can sneak our way to the inside. Front of Ninetales' car does not look like an adder anymore. From a shunt somewhere. That's been dinged quite significantly. Gliska, Gliska to the inside with a hell of a dive. Did not really quite get it slowed down in time. But we made it through, and again, it's not the final lap of the race. It's getting there. And the final lap of the race is going to be absolute madness, I suspect. Oh, there's so many cars everywhere. Ninetales is now to the lead. Are we 3 wide? I hope not. That's not a line I want through there at all. We are on a terrible line into the chicane. Ninetales bounces it up in the air. Ninetales has played it risky with all of the potentially dangerous bits of track scenery. I should have looked behind before I did that manoeuvre. However, we were safe in the end. Oh, and it's our turn to skate it in under brakes and almost put Gliska out wide. Again, we survived. Gliska saw it coming. Everybody takes avoiding action. Lado's turned up. Is Lado going to send it? Nope. I was slightly concerned that Lado was going to fire it to the inside. I actually braked quite late. It wasn't the ideal line through there, but we've made it all work still. There's 8 cars trying to sneak past on the inside. I think that's Ninetales. It is. Oh, we're up over that crest. You see, this is the one where the slipstream from further back is really difficult to use because we're 3 and 4 wide already. Into turn 1 we go. It is Chris that leads. Lado is alongside into the chicane. No bouncing around from anybody. We're all well behaved. Oh, I think Lado may have got a bump from behind. Lado's going to get a scoop and a dump. Sorry, Lado. I think Lado may have got a little push into that corner that then pushed me wide, and then as we were going over the track extendy bumps, Lado's car got fired in the air and mine didn't. And so unfortunately, and by the time I'd realised Lado was in the air, there was nothing that we were going to be able to do at that point. Lado's a little bit of a passenger, and it's already spinning. So it sounds bad, but sometimes when the car's already spinning, the best thing to do is actually to dump it, because you can hope that it spins around. You don't want to go nose into the wall at really low speed. You actually would rather spin full circle. Oh, that's a spin across the track. Well, and it's gone. I don't even know what started that one. Yeah, we've just got to the sort of bottom end of the top 10, and it's got a little bit scruffy. And on onto the final lap. It would take an absolute miracle to do something from this far back. Everyone's got slipstream on each other. Oh, that was too late on the brakes from me. Not by much, but just enough to make Ninetales very uncomfortable through there. It looks like it's Brazen and Chris potentially at the front having a battle over the lead. Yeah, we need an absolute miracle from back here. Right, come on. Can we get a good run through all of this? We're to the outside of Mew. We're going to get one. We're not going to get any more than that. Yeah, I mean, we had a good run. It was just not quite going to be enough. Ninetales actually had quite a good run as well, and it got so light over the hill that it was just straight in the wall. Or not straight in the wall, but it was, yeah, into the wall. I think, was that a Chris I saw had taken a victory? I did not quite see on that one. I believe it was Stevie in third. But yeah, I didn't see what way it was. Chris has taken victory. I presume it was a Brazen in second. Brazen having a great run at Pukekohe here, who built the track. So yeah, Brazen is in second. Stevie is third, head of Glisco. Valtrak is fifth, head of level 8. Longbow is seventh, Ninetales 8th. We will have to settle for 9th, and Mute ends up in 10th. It is unlucky for Lado. Yeah, it was a little bump in the wrong place, and there is very, very little that I can do at that point. That was a great race. That was a very good race. And I do, as chat says, I do believe, Stevie, that you owe me another Saxo. How many is that now? Is that like 10 Saxos? So, I'm going to have a garage full of Saxos soon. Hello, Cass. Hello. No? Okay, you're going to wander off. Hello. Do you want to... You going to come and say... you're not going to say hello, probably. You're just going to sit on the... Or stand on the floor looking up at me, meowing. And it has all dumped us into broken invite-only sessions. So one more than 10. Probably, to be fair. If I can't remember what the rules were. I know Stevie did at some point try to make a rule whereby it was only if Stevie was in the race and Chris won, but that would have counted there. Yeah, I can't remember all of the can't remember all of the times. Can't remember how many Chris has won since that bet was made. I'm probably owed almost as many Saxo VTSs as there are VTSs in the world, left in the world anyway. Right. We were going to go to... can I find the... here we go. Here's a split ring circuit. It's a really, really cool circuit. Built by Pone. This is a wonderful, wonderful track. It's an interesting challenge. There's a bunch of alternate routes you can take around here while we get all loaded in and so on. CJ, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, can I suggest an iconic track of your choice? Not the Jankenheim with a base game car. You can. I can have a look and we can see what might be able to be run. In this stream, we'll invite everybody from last job. It might take a couple of times, but yeah, we can see what we can do. Hello, Cass. I'm getting headbutted, and I've got a cat on his back legs trying to grab my hand away from the controller. You're very cute, very strange, but you're very cute, Cass. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. So the Dodge Viper's V10 was designed and engineered by Lamborghini. I did actually know that one. Of the weird, obscure car facts, that is one of the few that I did actually know. Yeah, Lamborghini were very much involved with the design, the engineering of the Dodge Viper's engine. I don't know quite why and quite how they ended up doing that one, but yeah, that was a random car fact that I actually knew. If you do want to take part, by the way, folks, who are watching, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. You are more than welcome to take part. You will need the enhanced version of GTA on Xbox, and you will need to send a message to Ewan, whose game tag is second from bottom on the list on the screen. I can't go far enough down. But yeah, send a message to Ewan, and he will try and get you connected to this one as good as possible. We will try and invite folks back in. It's going to be a little bit janky because you can't go back to a free roam session properly. So, yeah. We will try and get people in. If people end up disconnecting in between, then we'll try and hopefully get you back in. And see what happens. Was Lamborghini owned by Chrysler at the time? That would make sense. That would make sense on that one. I don't remember Lamborghini ever being owned by Chrysler, but I guess it could have been. I can't remember who owns what most of the time. But I guess they could be. Right, we'll see if we can get. Can Pone get a victory on the circuit they built? There are a couple of sneaky lines through this that I can't remember all of them. There are some alternate. There's a line. So there's multiple routes around here. There's one very dangerous. Well, there's a couple of very dangerous routes actually. There's a couple that are a little bit faster than others, but have hazards. There's one that I can't remember. There's one through the car park. There's an alternate line through the car park that's quick, but I can't remember where it goes. And I don't know if I'm gonna gamble on it. And there's probably a super secret line. Maybe there's a super secret line that Poe knows that no one else has figured out. But yeah. Pone's never raced this track with other people. That's going to go well. Cult of 69 has been culled. Thank you very much for the donation. Saying 70p reigns supreme. Oh, we have a new cult today. The Cult of 70. We haven't seen the Cult of 70 turn up before, I don't think. Right, let's go. Sports classics. Screw it, let's go 5 laps. 5 laps in some sport classic cars around here. Pone saying there is a super secret line, but it's very dangerous and I've never seen anyone take it. Okay. I tell you what, now that's been said, I can almost guarantee you if Ninetales has a bad race, Ninetales is going off to find the super secret line. And if anyone can find it, it will probably be Ninetales. Yeah. I know there's the mega jump over the like the garage around the back end of the circuit. You'll see it as we go through. That is very dangerous. It can be taken though. I think I have made it once. We have seen some crashes there though, trying to take it. It doesn't gain you much time, so how worth it is dubious. There is a dive to the inside. We're inevitably going to see cuts. So from pole position, you're not going to get that inside cut, which is fine. Small Man is one of the few cars that did make it through there. Now, I've got to remember the way. This is my preferred line through here. I've just got to remember how to get through all of this section. Now, we are going to jump out in the lead. Lado makes it through as well. It's a little risky. It's a little dicey through all of that. Now, there is a way. Oh, we're going to get hung. No, Lado knows where to go. I didn't want to get hung out wide there because I do want to make it across here. This bit is sketchy, and this section is the dangerous bit. We've got to get the cars through the chicane first. Lado backs out of it, and then we've got to get through the narrow. Oh, and I think Drake hit the pylon, and we will get deposited out of there in the lead. It's a little bit of an iffy rejoin. Through there, you end up like jumping onto the circuit where faster cars are appearing from, but we have made it all work through there. I've forgotten the ways through here. I've gone the wrong way. I can tell you that much. Never mind. We can try and make time up. So this route here, yeah, is not the route you want to take. I've forgotten the way you need to go. Well, technically speaking, this is slightly shorter to get to here. Lado carries way more speed on the run up the hill, so we're going to lose out to Lado and to Shadow. Is anyone taking the big jump? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, for some reason I thought we were going left sooner there. That was just poor driving by me. Never mind. Right, let's focus on... well, I was going to say focus on catching up to Lado. And then we get punted off anyway. So, well, that's off to a good one. I knew Liam was on the inside, so we were just going to tap the brakes and get through the next corner. But, yeah, that didn't really happen. Oh, Shadow is unfortunate in that one. Gets collected while having a crash. Liam has the lead of the race. We are... Oh, yeah, I was early on the brakes because I've got a big slipstream pull and we don't want to get fired into the corner. I think I can actually be a bit later on the brakes with this car than I have been being so far. We will move across. It's not going to really matter here. Chris thought about it, changed their mind, opted to go around the normal way. Not quite sure. Either decided it was too trickier a turn to make, or what? I don't know. But yeah, Chris backed out of that one. Now, we've got to be really careful on the rejoin here. We know it's super dangerous. Cars appear with a lot of speed from the left. Childish does slot back in, but it's all relatively sensible so far. Liam drops down from the top and is able to take us. This route here is getting busy. The other thing that you might sometimes get when it's getting this crowded, it might be advantageous to take an alternate route because you are less likely to be involved in a crash. Like through there, for example, I've just got to back that off. I can't be flat out through that section because, well, there's so many cars in front of me. Mute gets a wheelie into a lamppost. That's bad. There's some other cars further back having a good run up the hill that will probably have gained some ground. We're going to get to the inside of... No, don't even think about it, car. Jeez. We got to the inside of Lado. It snapped massively on us. And, yeah, that was trouble. I wonder if... no, we're going to go to the outside here. I'm half tempted to try the jump. Is Liam going to take it? No, no one wants to take the jump. I'm half tempted to try to take the jump, mostly because it was so crowded, but I don't know whether we weren't really going fast enough. Someone is on the jump at the moment. Is that Gliska, I think? I don't know how far back they were, if they made up time really doing that one or not. We will... Oh, I've got an excellent amount of speed. Nope. Yeah, we're trying to make it... We had so much momentum. I just had... It was already 3 wide, and probably trying to make it 4 wide was not the best idea. That's a very big accident for a lot of cars. Thankfully, not for us. We had the perfect line through all of there. And, yeah, there's been a humongous accident that has dropped half the field. All back brakes and sliding. We have been bumped again. We've got a great run through the middle. That'll do nicely, but it would not work for a run to the finish line. Brazen will come past. Now, can we get... I want to get across to the inside, but to do it would have been cutting across potentially Liam, who's fired that with way too much speed out of the shortcut. Right, who else is coming with... Oh, well, I wanted to go that way. Couldn't get there. Oh, and we have been tagged, and we're going in the car park. Well, I didn't intend to go in the car park, but we are. Never mind. Right. It is car park time. We can be a little bit sneaky there. We've lost a bit of ground. So, I mean, the little bit of sneakiness, like dink the checkpoint and still carry momentum down here, is fine. But yeah, we've lost some ground. Lado is back in the fight. Danger Man is here as well. He will bounce the curves. I mean, this time out we can be flat through the pylons. We can launch the car, although Childish has had a spin and we've had an identical spin. Okay, that was too aggressive. That was way too aggressive on the jump. I guess it's useful to know I couldn't... we saw everyone up ahead taking the jump. We had to commit to the line, like to the level of aggression, before we saw their landings. So yeah, we've learnt. We've learnt our lesson for future reference. We will get alongside. Do I try the jump line here? Gliska's taking it at the moment. No, I don't, because there is a car alongside me. If I'd had big slipstream from somebody... Oh, why are you spinning there? Well, Bumpy actually saved us. Which, yeah, is helpful. I don't quite know why I got to spin there. This has just gone decidedly badly. Now, there is a chance to recover. Catch-up is quite powerful around this circuit. You're flat out for a lot of it. So, yeah, there is a chance to recover around here. Still got a couple of laps to go. But, yeah, not a great start to all of this. We need no more mistakes. No more trouble. Ninetales is trying an Oh, I see where the line is. There's a line. Yeah, Ninetales has found it. There is a different way through towards this finish line. I don't know how to do it. And I don't know where it goes. If we're in a terrible spot, I almost don't want to take it because I don't want to tell anybody where it is. But, you know, until you actually try it, you're not going to know how to do it. That shortcut through turn 1 is slightly quicker, but not by much. But yeah, there is definitely a line, an alternate route towards the end of the lap. Just not quite figured out how it all fits together. Oh, Alatane turns up. And, oh, Chris turns up. A bit too quick, but we all survived that one, thankfully. Okay. We will head over here. Don't quite know what position we're in exactly, of course, as the cars weave about and cut between the different routes, but we're around the top 10 at the moment. Okay. That's a better jump. It's flatter and more level. We're ahead of Shadow and level 8. And I'll jump us up into 8th position now. Okay, stay. And we can get onto the tail of Mute, get some slipstream. Someone has gone the long way round. So I say slightly longer way round. I could have done with some slipstream off of Mute there if we could have done it, but we did not get that. Oh, big crash for Brazen. Brazen falls off the track. Don't quite know what caused that, but that was a big shunt. Liam with no momentum coming up the hill, and Uslot with an awful lot of slipstream is going to pass. I wonder if Liam just got essentially shuffled out. If you're already like too wide, you might struggle to actually make that turn. So I wonder if that's how Liam got stuck on the awkward line, or just missed the braking point and had to commit to going wide. Right, where is the slipstream? Down here. I mean, this has been a good lap. We've pretty much brought ourselves back into contention. Ewan off the trees, across the pack, back on the wheels though. Good landing. Good landing from Ewan. We're having a look around, trying to find a way past. I've got nothing here going on. Can we duck underneath? Whoa. There was a tangle between Childish and Danger Man. I've got nowhere to go other than to kind of push Mute forward here, which we will. Final lap of the race. I mean, we're in the fight at the moment. We know some... Oh, Childish has got fired out of the shortcut on 2 wheels. I mean, that was spectacular. 10 out of 10 on the spectacle right there. I'm so glad. I was a little bit of a wonky line through there. That's not really a great line for that. No one... Okay, everyone else is going the car park route anyway, so we did not have to be worrying about cross traffic at that point. Don't know if anyone's turning up with any great speed. Oh, Childish is going a different way. We've all slowed down to fit the cars through here as we jump over. This is such a good track. Honestly, it's an awesome circuit. We have got... Well, it's Mute, Gliska, me and Liam, probably on the preferred line. The downside is we have kind of compromised each other a little bit. I'm wary of that jump. Oh, big crash. I think that was... One of the cars joining from the line we took jumped into the side of cars that were on the straight, which, you know, you can't do anything about it. You can't see any sort of warning as you were heading along there. Liam is bouncing and unsettled. We had loads of speed, but had to lift because Liam was having a massive tank slapper going on. It's going to go 2 and 3 wide on the motorway. Gliska bounced off the wall. We had to lift. Gliska is going for the jump on the final lap of the race. That's brave. There's a gap to the inside. Where is that car of Gliska going to appear? Oh, we're going to get squeezed in the middle. Yeah, that was. I was waiting for a massive accident because I had nowhere to go but on the brakes. I couldn't go left or I couldn't go right anymore. We are in the middle of that one, and we've got a good exit though. We can go through the middle there, and that'll put us to the lead of the race. Is anyone going to try? Does anybody know the route down here? Because I certainly don't. Gliska almost jumps over us. There is definitely a route to the left. I don't know how it works though, and none of us do. No one braves it. Liam fires the car around the outside, takes the lead of the race. It's one of us 7 or 8, I think, are going to be the victor of this. It's just who is going to come out of this in the right spot. Liam maybe clipped the wall or maybe just a little bit of lag. We have got a lot of slipstream off the back of Brazen's car. Liam moved across and we got blocked. And Brazen's in the wall. Brazen's binned it. Danger Man's going to win. And we are going to end up 3rd. Oh, oh no. I think we would have had that. We would have had that. So Liam went to get the slipstream trail. I couldn't avoid it in time because I wasn't expecting the move. And yeah, couldn't do anything about that one, unfortunately. And Brazen shoved it in the concrete wall and made a massive crash. So we ended up 3rd at the end. All of that, I mean, it came off worse for Liam. Right there, Danger Man takes victory. Mute is 2nd. We end up 3rd with fastest lap of the race. I know what lap that was as well. Longbow also. Me and Longbow the only 2 below the 2-minute 20, and we were 3 seconds below the 2-minute 20. Oh no, Valtrek was there as well. Bloody hell. That was an amazing race. That was an absolutely amazing race. Yeah, gutted that we didn't quite get the run, but I'll take a podium in that one and a fastest lap at the end of the day. Yeah, just not quite. That was cool. That was good fun. So yeah, there is a way. That final route, there is a way to do it if you can thread the needle between the trees, by the sounds of it. Oh, Ewan's controller died right before the finish line. That sucks. We've all been there. We have all been there, but it does suck when that happens. The Cult of Aventine, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, long live the Renault Aventine. Apparently, the Aventine is a supporter of the Cult of 69. Who knew? But there we go. Alex Anderson, thank you for the donation. Saying, not the track is still... sorry, so this wasn't the track that they were asking for. It's still a good track. The track I was on about, the one where there's 2 groups and trying to figure out what group is in the lead. I know the one. I can't remember what it's called, but I do know the one you mean. It is the one at the airport. So we can potentially go there. What cars do we want to drive? Should I go supercars? Actually, no, let's go sports. Let's go for sports cars. That's fine. Don't go ahead sports cars. Yet, so it doesn't really matter. Do we have everyone connected? I think we do. We might just jump straight into the next race because why not? Let's get going. Let's go and kick things off. Andrew, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I boo myself for the joke I was going to put. Oh, is it that bad? It was that bad that you booed yourself and then didn't put it. That's impressive. That is genuinely very impressive. So, oh, we have the Comet SR. Fantastic car, this one. Is anyone going to be brave enough to try and figure out the dangerous line? The speedy dangerous line. Or potentially speedy dangerous line. I'm guessing you've got to, yeah. I'm guessing there's a way to get between the trees flat out without having to lift. But of course, you're quite likely to smack the tree. The Comet SR, if any car's going to do it, this would be one of the cars that you would want to try. It's a great handling machine, so you might trust that it could do it. Have we got anyone on the inside? Nope. I want to make it clear where I am going. I'm going to guess Gliska will head this way as well. Yeah, Gliska seems to like this route through here. The leaders all seem to take that route, so it's not going to be too much chaos for us. It might be chaos further back. My ankle is being headbutted by a cat. That means Cass is here. I don't know where Eve is. I'm going to guess asleep somewhere. Oh, crap. We've got to be the ones to break through the sign. Oh. I have a feeling Gliska has not had a great time through there. Was not expecting a car alongside, so I was busy just lining myself up for the jump. Was not expecting Gliska alongside. I do apologise if it was crowded a little bit. I don't know what they hit. I didn't think there was anything to hit there, but apparently there was. But there will be time in this race. Having an accident on the first lap is not the end of the world. You will have time to recover. We have got lots of cars having a look behind us. Newt was going to go past. Danger Man is going to go past. Oh, Danger Man carrying a lot of speed at a very awkward angle through there. We've got mega speed through this section. No one goes for the jump. Don't know whether the jump's really faster. I think the jump's more. If you've got a good amount of slipstream and it's busy, you could use that to avoid traffic. Is probably the best use of that one. We've got great drive up here that might put us back to the lead, but we're on a very tight line. That's a deceptive corner. It's quite wide on the way in and then narrow. You've got to really slow the cars down. Mute is firing it at a lamppost and then into my door, and around we go. We will spin. We get back going again. That's unfortunate, but yeah, I'm actually trying to spot the line. Oh god, that'd be so difficult to get it through the trees. How on earth do you ever do that? I don't know. Apparently there is a way to do it. I just don't know what that way is. Because I was going slower down there because I'd been spun. I was looking to see if I could spot a line that I would want through there, but I can't see one even that I would want to be taking. I'm on the outside. We're not going to get across that inside line. Oh, Liam with a little bit of lag is a bit sketchy. Lado, we had such a big slipstream run. We were just quick on the exit of turn 1 there, so we catch a lot of cars. We are through bobble the car. So the route seems to have become you either go through the car park or you go for the sort of sharp right-hander. And, oh, well, the leader is off to take a slightly different route. We will jump through there. Oh, Liam almost landed on the back of our car, but in the end, it was almost a pit maneuver. That a slight bit of lag from Liam's car is scary as anything. Just not sure where it is going to be. I was half expecting that to get stuck in the pylon. And if a car makes a mistake, we haven't seen it with the lead group at the moment, but if a car makes a mistake in the pylon, dear God, things are going wrong. If the leader, whoever it may be, whether it be me, whether it be Liam, whoever it is, if you get stuck in the pylon, you are going to basically block that route for everyone, and then you have a terrible day. I thought about going for the jump. Maybe I should have done that time. That would probably be the sort of run to go for it on when it's so busy. Oh, there has been a crash behind. Never mind, it's sort of quietened down immediately. This is a very nice car to drive, I will give it that. And it is a slingshot through the middle for us. Again, it's like such a brief moment. You can get loads of speed, but you just can't use it because the braking zone comes up so quickly for the next corner. That is a big amount of airtime for us. We are just not quite going to have... There's not going to be room for 4 wide down there. I'm better off just waiting. No, we got a little tangle on the back. It was the smallest of bumps on Danger Man, but there was a bump on that one. Yeah, it's the tiniest of tags. I thought we were going to be okay on that, but apparently we were not as... Yeah, not quite. Not quite. A couple of cars dove to the inside. It's not the biggest gain through there. It's not the biggest gain. It's quite a risk, and if there's a lot of cars there, there's no point trying to gamble on that you'll get across there safely. So I'm just going to be a little bit patient. Oh, we have all sorts of different lines going on this time around. Stevie comes out from the left-hand side. Salmon's taking the car park route. We have got Lado. I was going to say, I'm hoping Lado goes this way. We want to go this way. We get carted a little bit wide, but that's fine. Oh no, we've tangled with Mute again. I couldn't do much about that one, I'm afraid. Thankfully, it was fairly minor. Oh, and that's what I said. Literally what I said last lap. I don't know who was the one that went into it, but yeah, that's the first time the non-pylon route has been quicker in pretty much all of this. But yeah, as if on cue, they are listening to the stream, listening to the commentator, and the curse of the commentator is very real. I don't know whether it's Danger Man that hit it or Liam that hit it, but yeah, one of them collected it and it just blocks it, and we all have to lift. So the other route would have probably been the way to go. I have Gliska's taking the jump. It's a little bit of a. There's so many cars in front of me, I was actually a bit worried about trying to throw my car across to get to the jump. I mean, it's worked out quite well for Gliska, although they're still in the middle of the pack. I've been off throttle for a while down there because it's just too many cars. It's too many cars to really make any progress, so it just kind of holds station for a minute. We will, though, get a good exit here. We can jink to the left-hand side. Got to be careful. These curbs will launch the car as Ewan finds out. Oh, hello, Ewan. Please don't land on me. Lado is there to the outside. Stevie fires to the inside. We all get stopped. Everyone is being well behaved for the moment as we head through these days. Stevie a little bit late on the brakes down there and might have clonked the wall. Yeah, might clonk the wall quite hard, actually. If only this could have been a couple of laps time, that would have been perfect. As it stands, we've got a nice gap on the end of the third lap. There's actually been quite a big shunt, I think, further back, which has not helped. Now, this time, I am not going to be able to take the route that I want to, because I'm not sure. Basically, if I'm not sure where the car on the inside is going, it's safer. Oh, crap. Oh, I got all crossed up. But yeah, if I'm not 100% sure that the car on the inside is going to take the line that I want it to, then I am better off just being a little bit careful. Salmon found some street furniture to bump into. That's all right. We will take the jump. Too much speed, too much speed. That was close. That was a brown trouser moment for a different reason. That one. Christ. And launch. Uh-oh, too much of launch. Kind of jumped slightly onto Charge's car. Danger Man is here. I don't know what route Danger Man has come from, but Danger Man is still the lead of the race. Ewan is still behind us. Ewan followed us through the car park. Has been on, I think, the same route as us, mostly. We will get down here. I don't actually want to be side by side at this point. That's it. You end up in a really awkward place and really lose momentum down there. Nope. Me and Ewan are doing exactly the same thing. The two red cars in front. I'm not, because the slipstream is not quite as quick. And we were both looking for ways to go. Ewan hits the curbing and gets in trouble. That's fine. Someone has dropped back. Was that Mute got in trouble somewhere along the line? Brazen is here. Ewan sends it over the jump. That's fine. We will continue just the jostling for position. No, not going to do anything stupid up here. Again, it's a good run, but the slipstream, whatever, does kick in a little bit late there for the actual corner. I want to avoid the curb that's firing cars around. We are going to go through the middle and stop. We do. Brazen's in the wall and up onto two wheels. There is a red car about. Not going to have a look through there at the moment. This can go any which way at the moment. This has been an absolutely manic lap. It's 3 and 4 wide, and level 8 has come to join the fun. We've got a big amount of slipstream. Ewan and Childish dive to the inside. They are going to get spat out into the middle of the pack. We are to the my preferred line through here. We have got Danger Man and Childish for company. The other route has all gone through the car park. No, one's gone the other way. That was Salmon, who actually wasn't with that group. So Salmon's not had a bad run through there. We have had a good exit. That'll put us back to the lead of the race. Don't know whether that's good or not, but, well, I say it's always good to lead a race. Oh, that's iffy. There's been a massive crash. Someone's... I don't know how they've flung the car that far into the building, but they have done. We are through the pylons. Danger Man did not want to go for an overtake by the jump. That I'm grateful for. There's been a couple of cars had accidents leaving the jump, which is not the biggest surprise. On the final lap, you're pushing it that little bit more. I mean, it looks like it might be down to one of 4 of us, but it does depend on what happens through this segment. If anyone gets a big slipstream run, they could easily join this lead group. It's me, Danger Man, Ewan, and Brazen, I think, for the lead of the race. We will... I mean, they're going to have a run. Can't do anything about that slipstream. That slipstream going to be way too powerful. They will draw alongside. We will then, of course, get the slipstream back again. Yeah, it does look like it's going to come from one of us 4 for Victor, unless there is an almighty crash. We can get to the inside through here. Actually, you can carry more speed through that corner than you realise. And then up here, this is the one where you really can't carry that much speed. You've got to be really careful through all of that. We will draw alongside you. And does anyone from this lead group know an alternate line through the final corner? I doubt it. I don't think anyone of this group's tried it through here. And we are all going to take the usual line. Ewan has to back out of it. Brazen's in a good spot, actually, through here, because we all know that there's a slipstream run to the finish line about to happen. Danger Man is going to want to try and break the toe, which is to be expected. Danger Man's looking for a little bit of sneaky curb boosting. Can't do it. Can't do enough. We will claim victory. I think Danger Man may possibly have slipped to 4th, unfortunately, that one. Oh. Yeah. We claim victory. Brazen is 2nd. Ewan will end up 3rd. Danger Man ends up 4th. In all of that. Then it is Mute, Childish, Bumpy's up into 7th, Liam is 8th with the fastest lap of the race, Gliska is 9th with Valentine ending up in 10th, and Ninetales is somehow on the satellite dish. How do you even get onto there? I can't even... Is there like a curb Ninetales can launch it off? Is there? I mean, we can't really see very well to to figure that one out. I don't quite know how Ninetales ends up on the satellite dish there, but there we go. We could do the GeoGuessr, like the GTA GeoGuessr, only with where's Ninetales. When Ninetales has a bad race, they'll find somewhere to park. So just like show like weird camera angles and see if people can figure out where Ninetales is. Oh bloody hell! You were right. Yeah, they were genuinely tied for 3rd place. It's so close that that was genuinely a tie. Don't think we've ever seen that before. We've had it unbelievably close, but that is, I think, the first tie between 3rd and 4th place. Bloody hell! That was a very good race. There were 2 very good races actually. Hello, Eve. Hello. I don't know if chat will have heard that. You come to join. You're gonna meow down the... No, you're not gonna meow down the... No, you're gonna climb on the desk, aren't you? Evie. I was about to read donations and now your butt's in the way. No, don't click buttons on the keyboard, Christ. Nothing broke. You didn't find the off button. That's grateful. I know what you're looking for. Because occasionally, I'll leave a plate on my desk before I go downstairs the next time. Depends on what I'm doing and so on. You're just looking to see if I took my plates and stuff down today. So there is no food for you to pilfer. But there we go. King Louis, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, what's the one at military base with infinite boost pads? That's what I want to see. Also, R.I.P. Purcell Hill. Now, there is a new Purcell Hill on the way, apparently. I'm slightly concerned. I'm slightly concerned about what that's going to entail. But, yeah, that one's gone. We shall see if we fancy suffering through through the boost canal. That was the one. We might go to... we do have, apparently, a Jolly Boost has been updated. So we might go there. Chris, thank you for the donation. That's also for the boost pads, so Jolly Boost, you know, is good. Chris, thank you for the donation. Until 2004, Peugeot created full-size styling models in a polystyrene and plaster rather than the more common clay, because the factory they used at the time could... I'm going to say perhaps couldn't take the weight of the 2.5-ton models. They started making clay models when they moved. That somehow doesn't surprise me. I imagine those big clay models are seriously heavy. They are really cool. They are really cool to see. All of that sort of stuff. But that does not surprise me. Right, I know where we're gonna go. Now, maybe I don't have it anymore. Oh, maybe it's called the. Maybe it might be the. So there is a circuit we're gonna go to. There it is. It is called the. Apparently, this one's been tweaked. It's been adjusted. It's been changed. It's always worth a laugh. This one. It is a wonderful, a silly circuit. Now, it is a transform race, but it is, well, I believe it is mostly just to race in flip trucks. It's a transform race so that you can race in those. I think the entire thing is done in the trucks. But, yeah, the layout has apparently been altered and tweaked a little bit, so it should be good fun. And at the end of the day, racing ramp trucks is always going to be entertaining time. I've had terrible luck around this one. I've had terrible luck around this circuit most of the time. I don't normally do very well at this track, but we will go to the Angry Blakey, and we will see what might happen. If you do want to take part, by the way, there are still a few spaces going. Ewan is the person to message. On Xbox, you need to be playing on the enhanced version of the game if you wish to take part. Send Ewan a message. We will try and get you connected as soon as possible. Ewan's game tag alongside where we have highlighted, although we are going to see who is getting connected along the way. This is not the most sensible of races. Well, I mean, I say that. It's not the most ridiculous of races, but it isn't what most people would call sane. And unfortunately, because it's a sort of transform, we can only do sort of one vehicle. There's no way to do multiple vehicles. I don't know. 3 laps may be a bit short, but we can go a longer race for the second time around, if it is. Kevin, thank you very much for the super chat. So would it be possible to do straight line with any of the rocket-powered cars? Unfortunately, no. I do not think any of the rocket-powered cars can be used. I guess you could do it. In theory, you could make straight line work with it if you changed it into like a transform race or something, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. As it stands. I also don't think it would actually be as exciting as you want it to be, which is a shame. It sounds like a fun idea, but it sadly wouldn't really be as exciting as the races. The race is only really fun with cars with really wonky physics, which is why only certain vehicles actually are that good for it. And I don't think the rocket cars really have that wackier physics. I mean, maybe like scramjets. The funny bit would be it would get flung by the rocket boosts, maybe. But yeah, I don't. It isn't. It's not something that we can do anyway, regardless of. But yeah. Right, we will get 26 people. 26 ramp trucks going racing. What could possibly go wrong other than everything? Yeah. This is one of the races where I don't know being on pole is a good thing. Now, it says we're starting in a blister. Unless Lado has changed it since last time. It is actually possible, of course. Maybe we won't be racing in ramp trucks, although I I highly doubt it's going to be changed, seeing as that is basically the point of this track, or was the point of this track. Yeah, we technically are in a blister, or the start screen, but it's not actually what we're going to be racing. Oh, many fears. Many fears. Turn 1 is scary. Turn 1 is different. So no longer have we got the big tubes. It looks bad. I'm on the outside. I don't want to be on the outside of this. Nope. Didn't want to be there. Didn't want to be there. Knew it was going to happen. Very little I could have done about that. Yeah, it was as bad as expected, really. There's a wall of buses. That's one way to make a corner. I mean, it's an impressive tower of buses that Lado has got there, not gonna lie. Right. All is... I say fine. Fine is subjective at this point. Oh, that's a dive and a half from Chris. Yeah, that one was not going to work. Oh, someone's gone flag. I think that might have been Salmon, but I'm not sure. I mean, the dive bomb works for Chris. It did take out approximately 6 cars, but Chris is fine. Oh, we've got very sideways. And we will probably... we actually got recovered quite well. So I don't know whether this track's got any crossovers. It might do. Potentially, we've got all of the slipstream in the world going on down here. That's helpful. It will promote us up to 8th place. This don't know what's tight corners. Well, there's a hairpin. Okay, we have got a hairpin coming up. There's a little bit of argy-bargy from the pack ahead. All right, we're going to grab the handbrake to try and get that turned. Oh, there's someone's been dumped. Is that Valentine or Longbow that's gone flying over the barriers? Not quite sure. Oh, beans. There is a crossover. Oh, no. I mean, I don't know whether... I mean, I will be safe from the leaders, but we will not be safe from the pack as we get around here. And the leaders are not safe from the pack. There's a beautiful gap coming up here behind Salmon. Go, 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 go! Oh, Stevie may have missed a checkpoint in all of that. We get promoted up into 3rd. It's Valtrek and Lado are currently leading the way. Okay, this bit is the same as it was before. But yeah, we've got the hairpins to negotiate, but we've got another crossover coming up as well. Get the ramp truck turned. And, okay, I can see this group. There is, oh, there's a gap appearing through the gap. We will inherit the lead of the race is ours. So after getting dumped... After getting dumped off at turn 1, and it was almost an inevitable, I had very little I could have done at turn 1. We have found ourselves in the lead of the race. We have a 8-second lead to level 8. Now the problem we get is, okay, we've got catch up. That will bring the pack towards us a little bit. The plus point, we will have a relatively calm time for a little bit. But we will probably be hit on all the crossovers. And I mean, the trucks behind, if they slipstream each other, they will actually catch us quite quickly regardless, because we are completely on our own. So yeah, they will probably catch us just on pace alone anyway. But yeah, I'm worried about the crossover points. there's many fears. I don't know whether... Oh, no, they've all crashed into each other anyway. Maybe? That's a lot of trucks. That is a genuinely terrifying sight to look back. Although, if they're 4 wide, they're likely to crash into each other here. And they can't affect my race. Well, they have sorted it out. Much as I want to see trucks in the air. No, I'm not seeing any trucks in the air. It's almost like they've been sensible. Damn it. That doesn't help me. They have halved the gap, pretty much. As I said, it is to be expected. I was hoping they would stumble over each other a little bit more. It is Lado and Salmon. Chris is in there. Someone is there. Valtrek is there. Level 8, I think, is in that group as well. I mean, we can try and... We can curb boost, but the curb boost is not going to do anywhere near enough to counteract the slipstream and the catch-up that is going on. Yeah, they are basically here now. We will get around the hairpin. Chris has been fed into the wall. I mean, that's helped. I'm very glad we were far enough away that we aren't involved with the shenanigans at the hairpin. But we are going to be involved in the shenanigans at the crossover, and there's nothing I can really do about it. It's going to be a send it and hope sort of a job here. Hope for a gap in the traffic flow. Hope for a gap where that big crash is going on. We get ahead of the red truck. We do. Okay, we found the gap. Lado has been spun by a flying Ewan, I think that was. And it's actually come out quite well for us. I will take that. I will take that. Could have been way worse. Oh, now we're going to have to try and spot another gap. I mean, if we can find where a crash is going on, that's all good. We might actually be well positioned here. No, we won't be. No, we won't be. Behind that one will work out nicely for us. I was trying to go in front of... Oh, that's a hell of a fire. I think they're gone. I don't know who it was. Someone is off the off the map. Salmon is almost caught up. Level 8. It might be Mute then. I think that is gone for a big flight there. Not sure though. So Chris lost some time causing that big flight. That's going to happen. Now we are going to have trucks for company. Salmon is here. Slipstream will bring them easily into contention. Level 8 will join, as will Chris. And I don't know who that is further back. Oh no, it's Mute. Okay, I don't know who went off the map then. Might have been Stig actually. It was too kind of a brighter blue for it to be Gliska, so yeah, I think it might be Stig. Regardless, yeah, we've seen some trucks flying around, as is to be expected. Can we sneak a pass? Do I want to sneak a pass even to the inside? No, well, bit academic either way, because Chris has got the better run, and we will fall to a 4th position. Not going to send it. Could do. 3 wide is just a bad idea all round. 2 wide is bad enough with these trucks. 3 wide is asking for real trouble. We can get good run. Nudge. Can't really bump draft with these either. You're just more likely to lift and scoop the truck in front of you. And even if you were so inclined to race that way, there's no guarantee the scoop's even going to be in your favour anyway. So, but not that we are going to do sort of stuff like that anyway, or intentionally we're not going to do stuff like that. The hairpin I'm a little bit more concerned about. Good news for me is I'm on the far inside, which is where I would much rather be. I'm going to be on a really tight line for this, which is why we're going for the handbrake and trying to not completely block Mute out of that one. Chris went around the outside and actually made it work. Came up to 3rd. That is a good move. Good move to manage to make that one stick, at least. We are now going to go side by side through this kind of chicane. It's not really a chicane. But the real concerning part is the crossover. And I'm not on the side I want to be. I want to be on the other side, actually, so that I'm not the one that gets hit. There is a gap. And again, another lovely gap in the traffic. None of us have to lift or slow down. In fact, all of the lead 5 make it through, no problem. And we will retake the lead momentarily, because Mute is going to get underneath. And I've got nowhere to go, so I've got no other options. Oh, Mute hit the wall. Oh, no. Mute bounced off the inside wall, fired me. And we are now struggling to get back down. Danger Man just came out of corner and suddenly there was a stricken orange truck in the way. Not that Danger Man can do much at that point. We are 3 wide heading towards... Whoa, and Danger Man has been scooped. We've got a little stuck. In all of this, we will get out the other side in one piece, thankfully. Those lot are going to go in front of us. They will. Danger Man with a run. Oh no. It's got messy. I mean, who was to be expected? It's going to happen. We're racing flip trucks. Of course it's going to get messy. Unfortunately, what caused the crash was just I say it was a mundane, but you can do it in any vehicle. It's nothing unique to a ramp truck, that one. Mute just turned in a little bit too soon, clipped the wall, and bounced out into us. That can happen in every vehicle in the game, pretty much. Every race. I've seen it in many races. Lado got tagged by something and is stuck on the wall at the moment, which is less than ideal. I mean, ideally, if we're smart about it, me and I think I'm racing childish here. Here we are. And in fact, this whole group, if we're clever, our main goal is not to slow each other down. Our main goal is not to fight each other. We want to join the group ahead by not, you know, going crazy. If you're going to make a pass, make it cleanly, cost yourself and your opponent as little time as possible, because you want to join the group ahead. By the looks of it, we're going to be able to do this by the end of this lap. So we are there or thereabouts in the fight. It's just going to be... I mean, we will make it 6 cars for the lead. Childish Ninetales will make it 8 cars, and then you got Danger Man, and there's someone else back there might make it 10 trucks for the lead. 10 ramp trucks vying for the lead is not an easy thing. I'm going to have to lift out of that. Didn't want to, but if we didn't lift out of it, we were just going to spin Chris across in front of us. That would have hindered all of our progress. So yeah, we have to yield. It's level 8 versus Brazen up at the front. Salmon is there. We do not want to let a truck get to our inside at all. Oh, it's a dive bomb. Not a dive bomb I intended on doing, but it was a hell of a dive bomb. Oh, that's probably fair. Didn't mean to go for a dive. We did, but we've made it all work. Oh, it's not worked for everyone else. Things have got scruffier behind. Like, at least ours was a bit rude. Level 8 kind of returned the sort of rude, and it was fine. But yeah, that was a hell of a dive. Did not mean that one in the slightest. We can go behind the red truck. Level 8, maybe we have to lift a little bit. Lost a little bit of momentum there. We will sit on the outside through here. That's okay, because we'll get the curb boost through here. We'll continue to get the curb boost. Please don't hit the inside of that like we have seen a few vehicles do. We can sweep around the outside. There's still a little bit of contact. We have got the run, but no, we are clear. We are clear to make it into the hairpin. We'll chuck the truck sideways through there. We'll get a good exit. There is no cross traffic. There is no cross traffic for us to have to deal with. So it's just a straight up race pretty much between me and level 8 to the finish line here. Level 8's gone to the left hand side of that. I'm trying to get a little bit of curb boost. My best bet may well be to hang back a smidge here. Get the slipstream. We haven't got the slipstream at a very good point, really, for this. We have got momentum. We are to the outside. Can we get a curb boost to the line? I think we will. We will take victory. Oh, and Pones found a junkyard. We claim victory in the Phantom Wedges. Good battle with level 8 to the line there. Danger Man ends up 3rd ahead of Small Man. Kevlar is 5th ahead of Ninetales. Childish Chris. Brazen and Mute will round out the top 10. Longbow with the fastest lap of the race. I mean, we knew there was going to be a big crash at turn 1, and naturally there was. However, we've recovered quite well. We recovered quite well, and is that? I don't know if that was Lado and someone tangling. I don't know. Don't quite know what was going on there, but I am happy with that. I'm happy with that. I will take the victories where we can get them. Bloody hell. Oh, I like the changes to the track, Lado. I do like the changes. It still keeps the essence of the circuit, but yeah, had some genuinely good races with very silly trucks, which is always important. It is. Yeah, when you are in like slipstream and on your own and so on, you can go very, very fast. No, sorry. When you're in slipstream and you can have a clean lap, because you can't, of course, be on your own and have slipstream. But yeah, when you're not constantly battling with other trucks, and if you're clever, you can get some serious fast laps. Oh, hello, Zoomy Cat. What are you doing? You've got the zoo. I can see you've got the pounce wiggles going on. I'm going to have zoomy cats in my office soon. That's going to be a problem. H2G2, thank you very much for the donation. Saying this week I've been preparing for my driving theory tests and preparing a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Hopefully I don't get them mixed up and enforce the national speed limit on my players or try to fight a dragon on my test. I mean, it would make the theory test more interesting if there was a chance of a dragon showing up. But best of luck. I mean, best of luck with the with the theory test, and best of luck with the Dungeons and Dragons campaign, of course. Yeah, theory test isn't too bad in England. I don't know what the equivalents are like. I don't quite know how it works in other countries. It's not too bad. It's just sort of some weird, obscure stuff that can trip you up. Stuff that you'll probably never end up actually using. But, yeah. Yeah, best of luck. And as far as the Dragons go, it's one of those things I'd be interested in. I just haven't got ever around to even vaguely trying to set something up with. It does look interesting. It does look fun. But yeah, hope it all goes well. We'll try and buy everyone back in this one. I think Zoomy Cat has actually calmed down. He's just plonked himself under my desk, contemplating whether he wants to sleep on the backpack again or not. Oh, are you going to try climbing the backpack? You're going to try climbing the backpack, aren't you? To be fair, he has done that before. The backpack is currently open, and if he wants to, he can kind of wiggle his way in and make a little, I don't know, bed, I guess. Of course, I can buy the, like, proper beds for them, like the cave beds for them, and then he'll never use them. But the backpack, when he doesn't think he's supposed to use it, is his favourite. Cats are wonderfully weird. Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, when, in the mid-70s, Ford wanted to splash the letters MPG across US adverts to emphasise the economy of its smaller models, Henry Ford had to personally get permission from agricultural cooperative Maine potato growers. One of those weird, like, copyright rule kind of things, isn't it? Yeah. I can definitely say I've never heard of that before, but it's one of those, it just doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me that there would probably be some kind of conflict. And now, of course, it is just a universal thing, but yeah. What does it say? Like the Fiat 8V is called that because Fiat thought the American manufacturers had trademarked the V8, so they put it as an 8V. Because, yeah, they weren't sure on the rules, basically. Oh, I've got another cat in my office playing with a bag. Again, many toys, don't care, want to play with a bag. I didn't even know there was a bag over there, but they found one. Pone, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I accidentally drank some holy water with my laxative. I'm about to start a religious movement. Oh, dear. You are going to get a boo from me and from chat. Well, some of chat will probably find it funny. You're definitely getting a boo from me. That's for sure. Is there any way I can get through turn 1 in one piece? Like, even if I sit here going, right, I really don't want to get dumped to the outside. So I'm not trying to sort of squeeze Ninetales out here, but I just don't, well, never mind. Physics has just absolutely chucked us there. I don't even know why I went up into the air. Why was the no? Why did you do such a thing? Oh, that's a bad time. Yep. Bad times are happening. And Zoomy Cat's pounced. Zoomy Cat has gone out of the office at full CAS speed. I mean, not as fast as Apollo speed, but still. Oh, bloody hell. Right. It's actually not as bad as the first race in some ways. Whoa. there is a big kerfuffle up here. Well, unfortunately, when you start having the trucks being slow in front of you, it's sort of a case of, right, I'm just going to go and I'm going to have to hope that I push them out of the way before something bad happens. And unfortunately for Chris got moved in that. Oh, that's a bad place to have an accident. For Ninetales, worst place for Bumpy. Ninetales surprisingly got out of that quite well. It was Bumpy that really was the one that was most hard done by in all of that. We are up to 4th place and we will sweep around the outside and maintain that. So Stevie leads from Liam and Childish. I am not actually going for an overtake here. Oh! Yeah, everyone got really stacked up down there. We got it. Oh, there's been a mess at the hairpin. Yeah, we kind of got away with it because we sort of hit the rear corner of Childish, but it was so low speed, if anything, it just helped their truck turn. So, so yeah, it was fairly mundane. Oh, this is bad news. There's no way we're getting through that. Well, I was trying to not do that, but I guess we're going to do that. Yeah. That's bad. It's really bad. I'm sorry, Drake. I've got to go this way for a checkpoint. Don't know which way you even need to go. There was no good ways. We got on the brakes. Trucks behind either didn't realise the trouble we were about to face, or we're going to try and take the gamble. Oh, Stevie's been launched off of the nose of Stig, maybe. It's already been messier for us. Nice mute. That we are tangling, I guess, like plows with, for a better word to describe it. But there we go. Oh, is that still Stevie trying to get going? Oh, bloody hell. Stevie's gone from the lead. Stevie, who had a massive lead, has fallen all the way back. Oh, that is the way that it goes sometimes here. All it takes is one unlucky hit. The hit I had wasn't as bad as that one, to be honest. Who does have the lead? Okay, so Ninetales and Childish have quite a big lead at the moment, but it's unlikely to last. We know catch-up is very, very effective around here, but all it takes is one crossover moment, and you are in a world of pain. Oh, as you have just seen. Oh, careful, I got that one wrong. I don't know who that was. Was it Valentine or Longbow? Ended up around. Oh. Sorry. I'm not sure who it was. Oh. Level 8 did not quite get out of the slipstream in time there. We got scooped and turned. It cost us some time. It wasn't of all the crashes to have with ramp trucks, that's not the worst. It's one of the quite frustrating ones because it's just the loss of time more than anything. We lose a couple of places as well, you know, we can fight back, but yeah, it's just the littlest of taps at the wrong point can send these round. We will potentially have a bigger impact on the leaders though as we come through these crossovers. So we're quite a long way back now. We are likely to be, or we could be, at the point of hitting the leaders at the crossover. Which, I mean, we don't. The thing is, I don't really want to hit the lead vehicles. I want somebody else to hit them, but I don't want it to be me because sometimes in those collisions, the truck doing the hitting doesn't come off very well. Oh, no, again, I was setting that way too hard. I mean, we make the corner, but we will have a lift and we will let mute back. Yeah, like, I'm braking at a point where I'll actually stop for the corner. I'm just not going to stop for the other truck. Should have braked earlier on that one. Oh, there was a tangle. I think it was like 3rd place was the one that got hit rather than the actual leader. We are again sending it. Oh, well, we were going to run wide into mute, but then Stevie made sure it didn't matter. Thanks, Stevie. I got away with the embarrassing... Oh, there's going to be a gap. No, there was a gap, but it was just mistimed, and around we go. Oh, dear. Stevie, could you dump us facing the right way? Sadly, no. I'm in a really bad place. I'm sorry. There's no good way out of that. Yeah. Yeah, the gap I was going for was definitely the good one to go for. But I ever so slightly too eager on the throttle. Just misjudged the length of my truck, and yeah, we tag. And that was what I mean, is that it's you don't really want to hit something on the crossover because it's just as likely to spin you out or cause you grief as it is the vehicle you hit. Well, you're definitely going to have issues for the vehicle you hit, but yeah, it might well also quite badly affect you. I think that one did affect me worse in some ways than the vehicle we hit. Because actually, no, I take it back. No, they're down 23rd. Maybe not. But still, it can do. It can do. Yeah. From a race victory to, I mean, with 15th, the pack is quite bunched up still. Liam and Chris are miles out in front. Third isn't a million miles away. If we have a very good final lap and there's chaos, third is possible. I think unlikely, but it is possible. Well, helped when a truck is just randomly stopped. Maybe a controller issue or something. There is an upside down longbow, is that? Yep. And that's us into 13th place. We will use every bit of curb that we can. We will use every bit of slipstream that we can. We've got so much speed down here. I want to clear both of them by the time we get to the braking zone, which we do. I want to clear both of them, but not go in there too fast that we hit the back of Stevie. I presume it's Stevie. Nope, it's Ninetales in front of us. There is Stevie getting deposited out of the circuit. Stevie, that puts us to 10th. Bliss is going to look to the outside. Well, that gets a tag. To say, if you can hold it around the outside, you get the inside for the next corner, but a small tag is enough to upset their vehicle. We will sit in the draft all the way down here. He's a fantastic run again for us. It's the long way, though, through here. If Bumpy gets too much understeer, we're in trouble. Oh, it was Ninetales in the wall that caused us grief for the second time this race. So yeah, it was always the risk being on the outside there. The hope was it puts me on the inside for the hairpin, but the risk is if something happens to Bumpy, we end up in trouble. But it was actually Ninetales that clipped the inside wall, bounced into Bumpy, bounced into me, and then we came off worse. So yeah, that was bad. That was bad luck for us. We're gonna fire it to the inside here, maybe. Oh, well, Maffey ascended even harder, and I think that was who tagged the back of Ninetales. Oh, Bumpy's got hit. We're up to 9th. I don't think we're really making any more forward progress, barring accidents at this stage. Gliska's ahead of us in 8th. Ninetales not too far behind. Don't know if we might see any problems for the truck tail. Someone has had trouble there. That Ewan having to reset. Oh, and Gliska having to have a reset? Quite sure why. Oh, okay. They're trying to be sneaky through there, and they're not really in keeping. Oh, there was a mild bit of panic. There was a mild, large bit of panic right there with where that truck was going to end up. Ninetales is going to get to the inside. Can we do what we did to level 8 last time around? It's a little bit more difficult because Gliska's involved in this fight as well, as it's 3 trucks. Liam, I believe, might have taken a victory here. We're trying to get a slipstream run to the line. It's not going to be enough. It might be enough to hold off Ninetales, though. I think it is. Yeah. Oh. Bloody hell. That was a mad end to that race. That was indeed a very mad end. It is Liam that will take a victory. Childish is second. Chris ends up in third. Very close between the top 4. After the huge lead that Liam and Chris had for quite a while. Yeah, they did get caught. So there's a really close battle. Very, very close. We're talking 2/10 separating the top 4. Then a small bit of a gap back to Ewan and co. And then there was a big gap back to us. But it was good fun. It was good fun. I enjoyed that. As I said, I like the alterations made to the circuit. Made for some hectic, crazy racing. That is for sure. No, there's level 8 with the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, it's actually, tell you what, the top 7 actually did end up all relatively close together. And then there was our little group a bit further back from that one. But after the race I had a top 10, I will not complain about too much. To free mode we go. Kimura, thank you very much for the donation and for making the donation bar read 6969. Of course it will. Someone was going to do it. Say hello, Alex and chat. Hopefully you are all good. I am indeed. I've spent pretty much all of today watching motorsport, which is always a good way to spend a day. Another FailRace car meeting occurred last weekend between Jamie's Lexus and my Bath 595C. It was awesome, but the 230-mile round trip was not so fun. Ah, yes. Oh, the joys of at least you're not part of the FailRace Broken Car Club. That's the most important thing. Like, at least you did a 230-mile round trip with everything, behaving. That's the important thing. Yeah, I've done plenty of those. Those kind of long journeys in a small space of time. Thankfully, the RS6 is a very comfortable car. It's expensive to do those sort of journeys, but it is very comfortable. I mean, I've kind of talked about this before, but yeah, the RS6, if you're sat on the motorway at 70, it doesn't really feel... I was going to say it doesn't feel anything special. That's perhaps the wrong way to put it. But if you are just sat on the motorway at 70, it just feels like a normal, very comfortable car. It doesn't. You don't realise how great. It's not, uncomfortable to deal with on those sort of journeys. It's just a pleasant place to be. And then, if you want to put your foot down, it suddenly goes very fast. So, yeah, the RS6 is a great car for if you would need to cover a lot of miles in relative comfort, and then all of a sudden want to go very quick when you've got where you want to go. It's good for that. But there we go. Steve, if you're having a bad time, just remember you could be a Spurs fan. That is true. That is true. That is, yep. Also, I feel like we're going to have a book of brazen quotes. Apparently, when asked what's an opinion, Brazen says it's like an onion but rounder. We laugh at the Chris quotes. We laugh at the Chris quotes quite a lot, but the Brazen quotes, you don't hear them as much, but they're just as wacky. They are just as wacky as the Chris quotes. Did not realise that was a super jump. I was just farting about there. Right. Shall we go? We have many bridge circuits. I can't remember all of them. Don't worry, we're saving a jolly boost for a little bit later. We were going to go... You know what? We haven't gone here for a while. Let's do it. Let's go to Croft. You can't really go wrong with Croft, a good circuit and everything. Now, I am going to also take a quick... So there will be a top drives break, I suspect, towards the end of the stream. There, I'm in with a shout of getting the Nissan. So, yeah, when there's a chance at getting the Nissan, we will, try and get the Nissan. FailRace Dictionary, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, right me, it's been 84 years. Oh, at some point, yeah. Yeah, maybe. That would be, it would be quite something. I'd have to go back and find a lot of very dumb quotes. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, no one can beat the cult of 1p. And indeed it has remained on there. By the way, Lado has made a great change to the circuit. Really enjoyed it. Please get him some nuggets on me. Lado is owed chicken nuggets, apparently. Yeah, I think that was a really good update to that circuit. I think that circuit was very good. I mean, it was always good fun, but yeah, that works. That works very well indeed. We will get everybody connected. If you do want to take part, there is still a couple of spaces. You can send you a message on Xbox about the name at the very bottom of the screen. Yeah, send you a message on Xbox. You will need the enhanced version of the game if you want to take part. But yeah, if you have that, we will try and get you connected. Don't know what vehicles we're going to have here. I believe it is going to be locked. We shall see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Go on then. Well, so just see, someone had a donation about a FailRace dictionary. I shall throw the question out to you, chat. What would be your favourite addition to the FailRace dictionary if you were going to pick something to add to the FailRace dictionary? What would it be? I'm curious. It is one of the things, like, I say many dumb things, and I have said many dumb things over many years, and I don't know what on earth it would be that I would pick, but yeah, we will see what chat reckons. So, Chris, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, gonna go test drive a car tomorrow. My mum lost all confidence in driving but needs a car, so got a small Toyota Aygo with 30,000 miles and one owner since new. Only 3K, low tax and reliable. Sounds like a pretty good deal, actually. I will say, yeah, that's actually, Aygo, that low miles for that price, that is a hell of a deal. So yeah, I hope that all goes well. I hope that all goes well for you. There is, I'm not going to say too much, there is a chance that I might be going to look at some cars tomorrow. I'm not going to say much more than that. Nothing too crazy. But there is a chance that I might be as well. So it might be a day of test driving some cars. I was going to try and get across to the curb, but Stevie bloody beat us to... Stevie is back to the purple colours. It gets confusing when everyone's changing colour. My brain struggles to deal with it. We get so used to... Oh, no, that's... we're going to get dumped a little bit wide through there. Did someone explode? How do you explode at Croft? I'm not quite sure. Alright. Big slipstream down this kind of back straight. It's going to get really busy at the end of here. Uh-oh. Don't murder Chris. Don't murder Danger Man. All is fine. I mean, Danger Man has been murdered, but it wasn't by me. Don't know whose fault it was. That's a... Okay. We haven't done this track for a while, so... don't quite remember how much speed we can take through. But to be fair, actually, I don't really know Croft very well. I'm trying to think, what game would Croft be in? I presume it may... well, I presume there'll be a mod for it in Assetto Corsa and R-Factor. I'm trying to think if I've ever... Croft's not in Project Cars 2, is it? I know a lot of the British tracks are. Or if it is in Project Cars 2, I barely drove it. Yeah, I can't say I remember driving it very much. It'll be in like old games like GTR, yeah, like TOCA and maybe like GTR 2 and those, because I think the GT, yeah, the GT cars came to Croft, I think. Well, it was a bloody Thruxton, so they must have come to Croft, surely. But yeah, like TOCA and stuff, it probably would have been. But I can't think of a modern game that has got Croft in it. Oh, we're gonna get stuck on the outside here of everybody. Once you get stuck on that wide line, it's very difficult to get back in. You're just gonna lose. You're gonna hemorrhage positions at the end of the day. Now, there is not much of a slipstream run to the line here. Actually, no, maybe there is. I thought the finish line was a lot closer. I take it back. Yeah, you might... yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Oh, no! No! That's not good. Chris was getting bounced around, and it was, yeah... Too late. Hello, Cass. Just out of the corner of my eye. It's a shame I haven't got a camera. At some point, I will remember to put the camera on. But literally, out of the corner of my eye, I could just see a paw going up over the side of the chair, trying to grab at me, wanting attention. You've got a lot more needy in your... I say old age, Cass. Relative old age. He's like 7 now, I think? But, yeah. He definitely wants attention. I'm not going to do any silly manoeuvres through here. It's a tricky corner, that one. And we're giving Stevie a little bump, and then we're going to get... Well, we're going to be in a weird place all the way through this final section, actually. Which is not ideal, and Stig's got slightly turned sideways. Now, the question that I have is how far back do you... Well, how far back can you be? That's a little bit too wide for the final corner there. We know we're going to get a good toe, but we've got too much ground to make up, basically. Okay. Important information is being learnt here, as we will head into turn 1 with a lot of speed. Going to be stuck on the outside through all of this. Carefully does it. Through that section, all is good. Stevie is there having a look, but we'll go the other way, that's fine. We will sneak our way past on the curb, bit of slipstream. Perfect, and then Gliska's going to... So all the lead changes are going on. Ninetales is to the inside. And makes it work. We all got stacked up through there. Stig and Stevie end up... So, yeah, Ninetales and Gliska got connected, and it actually started the whole thing, because I had to check up, Stevie had to check up. Like, everyone was suddenly having to slow down on that corner, and... If you're further back, you're turning into that corner, you're committed to that corner, and you are not going to realise cars are suddenly slow. So, yeah, it can be a bit of a difficult one to deal with there. We are trying to see... Yeah, I mean, the outside, where you can get the curb boost, is quite helpful. You almost want to go around the outside at the final corner, though it's going to depend on how many cars... This is exactly how the previous lap started, with me and Ewan going side by side through the first sequence of corners, only this time around Ewan getting a push from Gliska through all of that. We will come out the other side in second, perhaps. We're trying to get in the slipstream. It's not really worked. Now it starts to work. Oh, Gliska, that was so close. There was a gap big enough for an oracle and literally nothing more. I would not have wanted to put my car in that, but we all made it work. We all survived. Ninetales is around the outside. This is... I mean, it is properly close racing. Quite literally. Oh, you really checked up through there. I mean, we gave him a bump. Everyone's fine. That's the important things. Oh, no, we're less fine. We're less fine. Oh, I don't know if Chris got a bump. We are less fine through there. It cost us a whole heap of time, but it could have been way worse. In fact, Gliska was also the one in a really bad place, because if I was going wide, Gliska was going even wider than we were there. Come on, Slipstream. Where's the speed? It's given up on us. Final lap of the race. Here we go. What can we do from back here? There's going to be a little sideways moment. Oh, no. Recover. I mean, we're not winning, but that could have been 10 times worse than it was. And we will have monstrous slipstream for the rest of this lap, because we're always going to be behind something here. Right. We sweep past. Actually, we're not in the worst shape ever, because we got dumped back. We got a huge toe all the way down that straight, and it's put us right on the lead of the tail end of the lead group. So there's been a bit of a shunt further back that separated stuff up. Stevie's there having a look. It's going to get absolutely manic out of the final corner. I'm trying to find a bit of space. Oh, but you're on a really tight line through here. Stevie's making it 3 wide. If we can hold this, which we do. Gliska understeers. We were understeering. It's going to be absolute carnage coming out of here. Ewan's in a really good place for a sensible run, but we are in a really good place as well for an unexpected run, and I think we did it. We managed to... So Liam understeered wide. That gave us a gap to get to the outside. I don't know. I mean, we had to turn pretty hard across. We did! Victory goes the way of us. We're having a great session. We beat Gliska to the line. Ninetales ends up third. Ewan's fourth, ahead of Stevie, Dangerman, Mute, Salmon, Valentine, and Shadow would round out the top 10. Oh... Yeah, Gliska was trying to break the toe and curb boost, and it just wasn't enough. We just had the run. I don't know how we did that. From getting spun at the first corner of the final lap. As I said, it wasn't the worst spin possible. Yeah, it wasn't the worst spin possible, but we managed to recover. I'll take it. Chris, I apologise for the contact. My emergency alert finally came in. that is I say as a racing driver excuse. I mean, I won. I'm fine with it. You know, had I not been spun, I probably wouldn't have won at the end of the day. You know, it would have been a whole different sequence of events going on. There we go. Oh, mine came in on the right time, but hello, Cass. Oh, have you found a catchery? Are you going to... No, you're not going to stay out there. Never mind. I said hello to you, so now you want attention. But yeah, there you go. It's good to know the alert system is terrible and about as reliable as a GTA server. I hope it's never needed, because it wouldn't work. Like, you know it wouldn't work. I guess if enough people get it, that's what matters. But there we go. Oh, no, don't do aggregate position. That's terrible. Right. We'll go up to Supercars for this one. Christian Sweden, thank you very much for the donation. Saying 20 years ago, I was driving my Ford Escort. My friend was driving my Passat. Both cars broke down by the same roadside, only 200 metres from each other. We were actually on our way to the scrapyard to sell my Passat. That's pretty much a fail. Oh, no. That's never what you want. That's never what you want at all. Oh, dear. I have broken down on the way to the garage. It was in a car... Well, so I broke down on the way to the garage in a car that I knew had a problem. It was my MX-5. I think I've told this... I must have told this story before. But yeah, my MX-5, relatively early days, when I had the MX-5, the alternator belt snapped on the car when I was travelling home. It snapped, like, literally as I got into the village. So it wasn't a big problem. So I drove the car home. Me and my dad tried to fix the alternator. I tried to put a new belt on it, and we could have done it if it wasn't for the fact the alternator on the MX-5 I had. The alternator was incredibly difficult to get to, and the bolt that held it on it was at like the back of the engine, and we just couldn't undo it. We just couldn't get it undone. So I was like, screw it, we'll just take it to the garage. Now we forgot to charge the car up before driving it to the garage. The garage was literally in town, but we forgot to charge the car up before going to take it to the garage, and I got halfway there, and then the car ran out of electricity. So, yeah, I've done that one. Well, to be fair, also my Fury broke down on the way back from picking it up when I bought it. Only temporary. It wasn't working again, but it did cut out. It cut out on a motorway as well, which was a bit... Thankfully, I could coast it onto a slip road, but... Yeah, I still think the Mazda one was and the Mazda one was funny because the MX-5 had to get saved, but I had to get towed to the garage by my Clio, which yeah, my Clio had to rescue the MX-5 that I replaced it with. But there we go. Right. Onwards. I think we go into this next race. We will bring the Supercars to this circuit. It should be good fun around here. They are likely to be... I mean, they're going to be a bit faster. Could be a bit more dangerous. We know... Oh, I'm also going to see how close I am to the 600 race victories, because I meant to look and haven't paid attention. Ooh, what one do we want? I'm going to go T20. Sure. Oh, we are 2 victories away. Could we do it this evening? Yes. But we're probably going to only do 3 more races. So, if we can manage to win 2 out of those, I think it's unlikely. But we shall try, because we're gonna only likely to do 3 more races because we're going to finish with something a little bit different today. But we're not quite sure how it's going to work. It should work, but there's no guarantee of that. Basically. Right, here we go. It is me and Danger Man with T20, Stevie and Small Man with XA21s on the front row. Gliska's turned up. We get a big shove from Brazen. That's fine. Looks like Bump Draft. Oh, God, Bump Draft might be a little bit more okay. These are very different to drive than the Oracle. Got to remember that one. Sorry, Danger Man. A little bit of a rude shove on the red car. Come on, Slipstream. There we go. I mean, everyone's got a bit of Slipstream with a bit of curb booster and all that. Down here. We are to the outside. Now, I don't want... can the T20 break the wing? Is this one of the cars that can have the wing brake? Don't want to break the wing necessarily. On the cars where you can break it, it does affect them a little bit. I doubt it's going to be enough because we have Slipstream and Catch-Up turned on, but still, we're going to try and avoid breaking the wings on the cars if at all possible. Liam got into the side of Stevie, and that was the end of that, basically. We are around the final corner, and then it is just the big drag race to the start-finish line. Stig is going to go around the outside of the start-finish line. That's a choice. Not a choice I necessarily would have gone for, but it does work. It seems like the XA21s are the cars to have at the moment. That's fine. Oh, me and Danger Man are there fighting for the honour of the T20. That got a slight bit sketchy through there. We in our best intentions, we seem to still be managing to trip each other up at times. Oh, that's a lot of speed through there. I don't quite know how I held that. That was on the verge of a very big accident for me. That was all of the grip we had. Absolutely on the limit and a little bit over it and heading towards a wall, and we got away with it. Let's not do that one again. Pretty much. Okay, final corner. I think the XA21s they've got a little bit better launch off these corners. We're really struggling. Oh, big crash. Up ahead, Brazen and Liam? Maybe? Came off worse in that. We are to the outside at turn 1. We will sweep past Gliska, but it's... Well, actually, no, we're on a slightly better line through here than level 8. Level 8's all over the place, but it's all over the curbs, which... we can beep horns. Oh, Ninetales is here. Glister's on the other side. Liam has returned to the group. Oh, big spin. Big pile-up. I think that was just because cars were about 5 wide down the straight, and as everyone was trying to funnel up back onto a racing line, they didn't realise they were 5 wide down a straight, and things went predictably badly. So now we have 2 T20s in the top 3, which is nice. It's not going to last, but it is nice. Well, a bit of understeer all the way through that one. Brazen is catching up. That is a little bit too wide out of the final corner, although I tell you what, we get a pretty bloody good run there. Wasn't expecting that run. I would have thought Ninetales would have got a better run, but apparently not. Turn 1, I could have been flat through there, I think. We took a little bit unnecessary. Whoa, tap on the brakes. Back end, let go through the next sequence of corners. I was worried about missing a checkpoint there. I wanted to give space to the cars around me, but I also didn't want to miss a checkpoint. That was sketchy. We survived. Oh, Brazen. I think Brazen did not realise Danger Man is not going to be enjoying this one. I just don't think Brazen knew there was a car on the outside. And isn't the difficulty? You're so busy watching cars around you that you can miss sometimes a car, you know, a load of lanes over, essentially. It is, yeah, not always so easy to keep track of everything that's going on, especially when cars have, you know, incredibly good runs with Slipstream and all of that. We are, actually no, we're in a great place again coming out of this final corner. We can keep getting the car in that position for a run to the line, we will be golden. That time it's only to second, but I'll take the lead of the race briefly, and Brazen has moved over on Gliska that time around, and there's a yellow car on the inside. I don't know if it's still there. I don't think so. I can go and take a normal line through this corner. Thank God for that. We are going to have the horde of cars about to come soaring past. There is Danger Man. We want to move over and get in the slipstream of somebody, which is Brazen. We are on the outside through here. Stevie's had a go for a pass. Makes it stick, kind of. I've got good speed, but I'm boxed in behind level 8, who we just push towards the next corner. Danger Man leads the race through this. We bounce a curb and get a little sideways. Nothing too bad. There is Ninetales having a look behind. Last couple of runs we have had great exit out of this final corner. I mean, that's going to always be important. This time around, it's not as good as they have been. Oh, no, not good enough at all. God damn it. It's terrible. No slipstream. It's just all died on me. Yep. We just did not get... We were obviously just a little too far back to get the draft. Now, that being said, we should get a mighty, mighty slipstream down here with everything up ahead. No, it just doesn't really want to go. Mute got a better draft. Glister got in trouble on the outside of all that. We are still in a little bit of bother here. We're not in a great place. We're not in a terrible place. Uh-oh. Spinning car. Oh, hey, Gliska. Well, I had Ninetales on the outside. I was trying to avoid a spinning car, and Gliska suddenly turns up on the inside. Yeah, that's not great for us. There was not a huge amount of space for us to put our car through some of that. Stevie is apparently to the lead of the race as we head around the final corner. We've got another lap to go of this madness. Yes, we do. Right. We're in 11th. I mean, we came from about this far back to win last race. I doubt we're going to do it this time, but we're going to give it a try. I mean, we're kind of hoping to be the highest placed T20, but oh no. Yeah, no, not happening. That was really unfortunate. Nothing Shadow could really do on that one. It's just like the concertina effect of crashes, and once our cars got connected, neither of us had any steering. Oh well. we've had plenty of good races. The luck was bound to come to an end at some point, and yeah, that was the point right there. Then it came grinding to a halt. I do think maybe the XA21 is a little faster. Also, judging by the fact that only about 3 of us are using the T20, I'm gonna hazard a guess. There's a reason for that. Oh, Danger Man will be the highest placed T20, barring anything wacky happening. Gliska has taken a victory in this one. We've got a great run out of the final corner. We are going to beat Bumpy to the line, but it's only going to be a 16th place. Damn. Damn and blast. Ewan gets fastest lap of the race. Oh, it was Liam the highest placed T20. Where did Danger Man? Oh, Danger Man's at 12. Something went wrong for Danger Man on the final lap as well. Yeah. Oh well, it was a good fun race, to be fair. Up until the end. Yeah, it's twice on the final lap we had issues. Just first race, nowhere near as bad issues as we had in our second race. A shame, but yeah, good fun circuit. Good fun circuit, that one. Well done, Gliska, for taking a victory on that one. Kamora, thank you very much for the donation, saying just had a 30s moment trying to get off the sofa and my right buttock seized up. I hate getting older. Yeah, getting older sucks. Getting older sucks, that is for sure. Thankfully, I don't have that one particularly, but yeah, getting older sucks. We will head back to free mode. Yeah, as I say, sorry, Shadow. It was one of those. Everyone going for a bit of tarmac and just 3 cars into one didn't quite fit. So yeah, unfortunate for both of us. We both kind of dropped out of contention in that one, which was a shame, as it was yeah, it had been a very good race up until that point. Ewan saying the party is lovely and peaceful. It's not going to be like that for long, because I know where we're going next. I know where we're going next. I know what's going to happen next. And I would say I'm sorry. But I'm not really. So something has been changed on a fan favourite circuit. Something has been changed. And we are going to tackle the legendary Jolly Boost. But, as we said, it is changed, it is new. Well, I say new, I presume the ideas are similar. And I don't know what Brazen's done. Apparently it's been made a little bit better. Whatever that means. So, yeah. We will see. We will invite everybody from the last job in. The layout looks about the same. What shall we drive? Let us go for... Oh, let's go Sport Classics. We're going to go Sport Classics. I don't think there are any armored Sports Classics. I believe normally this is unlocked. I don't think there are any armored Sports Classics at all. So if there is, you're not allowed to use it, but I don't think there is. So we should be good to use what you want in this. We'll try and invite. Yeah, if you've missed an invite, it might have been because you were sat in the clouds, maybe, when I sent invites out. I am not sure. Oh, Brazen has said I've added some surprises. That doesn't fill me with confidence. What has the mad lemon done? What has the lemon done? I am concerned. I guess we will find out. I can't change traffic, so it's stuck on default. Not that that's ever really a problem around here, because you don't actually go on roads. Apparently I can turn wanted levels on. Could I do that before? Maybe I could have done. Yeah, I can't change traffic. It's what it is. it's stuck. It's locked. I can't do anything with it. So it will be what it will be. And yeah. From before we started the stream, apparently some corners have been made wider. I don't know quite how that's going to work. Because it's not exactly a particularly big area. Maybe the traffic is a surprise. Who knows? Who knows? I'm saying I can try and get... Well, I can send you a phone invite. Possibly, if it decides to load. Or not. Oh, never mind. It's working. It's doing something. I don't know what we're about to witness. You are all about to witness. There is new surprises. A new Jolly Boost. A revamped Jolly Boost. And Liam's not getting connected. Alright, we'll get Liam in for the next one. We'll get started, just so we don't sit around on the menu screen forever. Just make sure that's all set correctly. Right, let's go and see what happens. I don't even know what car I want to use. I mean, so the Turismo, the Furnace Classic, Cheetah Classic are all strong cars. They're all good cars. Ardent's actually just strong physically. Might be quite good. Don't think I want... You know, I'm going to try the Ardent. Actually. I feel like the Ardent might not be a terrible shout. I don't know how fast it is, but it could... Is it going to be fast enough, though? That is the question. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to be... I'm going to play it safe. So the Ardent might be an option that would survive quite well. The Cheetah is probably the faster car. I mean, I'm glad Ewan is starting. I'm glad Ewan is starting alongside me with a Pagani. Oh, there's ramps. Oh no. Oh, Brazen. Bad Brazen. Right, I'm so glad there is a Pagani there that I can cut across in front of. Many things have exploded and Ninetales has missed the corner completely. That's quite impressive, honestly. Oh, I see one of the changes there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Brazen, you've made it worse. Oh yes, you've made it definitely worse. Oh, Brazen. Oh, there's hidden boost pads. Yep. Changes have occurred, and I'm not sure about them. Oh dear. So we've got trucks driving around. We've got hidden boost pads. We've got random jumps, and Gliska's gone to space, and I don't know when Gliska's going to actually come back down to Earth again. I think Gliska's gone. Oh, Gliska's there. Oh, well, you've ended up in a weird part of the track, but it's fine. I guess the plus point now is if you do get launched miles away... Oh, someone's throwing a truck at us. That's a thing. Right, so there's a boost pad somewhere here. Oh, there. Found the boost pad. Okay, there's nothing on the crossover. That's fine. So that corner there is now way more dangerous because you might turn around the corner and suddenly there'll be a car in your way from the traffic. Oh, Mute's made a slight mess of this. I have also made a mess of this. Amazingly not the worst it could have been. Like, of all the ways that could have gone... Oh, there's a boost pad there to kick you forward. Yeah, of all the ways that could have gone, that was not the worst. So, yeah. Also, entertainingly, there are... Oh, bye, Drake. Drake's gone. Oh, no, you plank. Oh, I'm turning in trying to avoid the boost pad there, but honestly, I don't think that's possible. We'll go behind that car. That's fine, right. We are going to need some serious miracles if we are going to catch up. Where the hell am I going to... How am I going to deal with you, dump truck? Thankfully, we have figured that one out. Oh, that's some understeer there. We are across the line. Hello, stuck cars down there. Right, so Drake is still in third behind us. So there is our leader in the Ardent. Can we catch? I mean, are we going to catch? Realistically, pace-wise, of course not. However, this is not a circuit where lap time is everything. We need to have clean runs. We need to avoid further accidents. We need to not make any mistakes. We need to avoid chaos on the crossover, which we do. In some ways, this... Oh, hello, truck. In some ways, this more open area. In fact, we are catching, because that was Mute up there. This more open one does make it slightly easier in a couple of places. If you get pinged by a boost pad and sent flying, you do actually get a little bit more of a chance to recover without losing time. Oh, we found a bumpy. I'm in a bad place here. Whoa. Yep, definitely in a bad place. We were catching and it's all gone away. The catching has evaporated. We're going to need Mute to have a bad run. Oh, hello. Minivan. Oh, Big G, where are you going to land? Don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to kind of just end up wiping you out. We know that boost pad there will kick us forward. That's fine. Brazen's overtaken Shadow. We can sneak by on the inside. Oh, and Brazen has slowed down Mute. That's good. That's what we want to see. If we're going to be able... So I'm taking a slightly wider line through here. The hope is... Oh... To be able... to make the most of the boost pad. I see the target. I see the leader who we want to try and overtake. Hello, Ewan. Can we... We're going to follow sensibly through there, because the last thing I want to do is actually... We're going to go in front of that. Oh, dear. Apologies, Ewan. We are on a maximum attack trying to catch a Mute. Oh, there's a dump truck in the way. That's actually a really awkward place to deal with that dump truck, because we're going to have to cut really tight. Oh, it's moved. Christ, so I was thinking we were going to have to cut really tight, but then it actually moved onto that tight line. Oh, it's an absolute mess here. There is the leader. We're going to try and get the car to the inside. The dump truck's making a nuisance of itself. Oh, we've made contact with Mute. Mute is now stuck in the... corner. We've gone underneath Bumpy. Mute spun but gets back going again. The final lap of the race comes down to a battle between me and Mute. Oh, Mute did not get the boost pad there. We did. Oh, the Ardent's in traffic, in trouble. Everyone's in trouble. No one can get going at the moment. That dump truck has caused absolute chaos, and we have got the lead of the race. Oh, hello. You're not supposed to be there. Bloody hell. Right, is that dump truck still spawned? I don't know. Yes, it is. Oh, dump truck, why? Why would you do that? I don't know, but it did. Okay, all we've got to do is get to the finish line at this point. Go, 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 go. I just don't want to tangle with any of you. Victory is ours. We made it. Oh, Mute is unlucky. Mute held that lead for so long. Aaron's up to second. I haven't seen Aaron all race. Aaron, I don't know where... can't seem to select Aaron. It looks like Aaron might be up to second and may take it ahead of Mute. That would be desperately unlucky to have led the entire way and slipped away at the final lap. The dump truck is what did it. The dump truck caused chaos. And indeed... It was not Aaron, it was Gliska that ended up in second. Mute ends up third, Aaron ends up fourth. Childish is fifth, Valentine has crossed the line in sixth. Oh, I mean, Stig might be the highest placed silly car at the moment with the I say silly car with the Z-Type. Ewan's actually not doing too bad in 11th with that Pagani. I mean, so yeah, Cheetahs, Ardent, Cheetah, Turismo, Swinger, all vaguely sensible cars. The Z-Type, that's a good performance. It's a good performance for the Z-Type. And if Ewan can get 11th with a Pagani, that's a great run for that. Which, it's gone. It's has slipped back a fair way, unfortunately. That was a brazen madness. Where is Stevie gone? Stevie's gone flying. Yeah, we had a incredible, incredibly lucky. I say we had a bit of a scruffy race to start with. It was scruffy for a while, and then we managed to kind of pull it together. And then we got lucky. We got lucky dodging the traffic. We got lucky the final lap. We got incredibly lucky with the traffic and all the chaos going on, basically. But yeah, that's madness. Yeah, some changes have definitely been done on that one. H2GT, thank you very much for the donation. Saying we complain about the traffic on these races, but imagine being the traffic. You're on your daily commute, then suddenly part of the road is now a racetrack. Then you hit a hidden boost pad, and a ramp truck sends you to space. I mean, that is true. You make a very good point. You make a very good point that, yeah, actually being the traffic cars would be terrible. All you're trying to do is get to your job at the docks and This weird race where cars are getting flung at 1,000,000 miles an hour around is going on. You're just trying to find a parking space. And, yeah, trucks go flying and all of that. It would be quite bad. I feel like there would be an entertaining... Like... It could be a funny game mode. I wouldn't say make it as a game, because I don't think it would be entertaining enough for an entire game, but a funny game mode would be, if you take, like, Euro Truck Simulator, there's a whole bunch of games that, like, try and be, like, driving simulators, and we're talking more along the lines of Euro Truck, where you got to try and follow the rules of the road and everything, and I feel like it would be an entertaining game mode on one of those, is if you were trying to follow the rules of the road while stupid crap, like sudden cars racing around and suddenly ramp trucks and all of that crap appearing, and you had to try and deal with it as best as possible. I feel like that could be a wacky, funny game. It'd basically be like Euro Truck Simulator with a random, the chaos mod randomizer thing going on, and you had to try and deal with sudden cars falling from the sky, sudden cars flying from left to right, and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, maybe that's just me, but it does sound like it could be quite weirdly entertaining, having to try and deal with all of that. Ghosted Echo, thank you very much for the donation. It is much appreciated, and that one is for the Cult of 81. There we go, they are back. Right, what class of vehicles do we want? Let's go... let's go muscle cars. Let's go muscle cars. I'm going to say no armoured cars. That means no Dukes of Death. I don't think there are any other armoured ones, but yeah. No armoured cars. I can't remember if there are some other ones, but let's go for that. I don't know what I want to use, particularly for this. Yeah, God knows. Dominators of some kind, perhaps. But we shall see. Could we get Race Victory 600? I mean, I'd said I needed to win 2 out of 3 of the final races. We've won 1 out of 2. We would have to win this race to get Victory 600. It would be a fitting circuit to do it on as well. I'm pretty sure Victory 500 came on a track like this. But can we get Victory 600? Don't want an Arbiter, don't want a Beta Dukes, don't want most of these. Buffalo STX, probably not too bad. I want something that turns quite well. Dominated GTX is not a bad shout. So I would be tempted by the Gauntlet Hellfire, but they don't turn very well. So I'm going to drive GTX. Oh, yeah, I'm going to drive the GTX. Doesn't have the same top speed. We don't need top speed. I think this is a solid choice. It should possibly work. Pone, if you want to drive a Vamos, go for it. I do not want to drive a Vamos at all. So, yeah, I'm going to try to avoid that, right. We've got Gliska. Well, we've got the Mustang versus Camaro front row. Unfortunately, now what that means is Gliska will have a good car and will potentially be able to get alongside us into turn 1. We might not be able to survive turn 1 as well as I want to. Okay, it's not bad. It's not great. Ewan finds the boost pad and shoots through the middle and will take the lead of the race. Yeah, okay, not the best start, not as good a start as last race, however, good enough that, yeah, I'm happy enough with that one. Where is that boost pad? There it is. Go. Oh, well, we've all got the Concertina effect crash going on. That's fine. Let's wait for Chaos to emerge from this. Oh, that was Chaos. Chaos emerged. Danger Man hit a wall. That was not even really crazy circuit fault there. That was just that really easy to make little driving error. Oh, that's not a place you want to find a up of a mid-corner. Is there stop sticks on the outside there? I felt like my car just stopped mid-corner for a reason, but I don't know what the reason was. Oh, no! Okay, I turned in too much and I murdered Gliska. I knew I was cutting that one a bit close, but I thought I was going to be okay to get away with that, but I was not. I was not okay. Oh, dump truck. Oh, my puffer. Hey, longbow. Whoa! That was a bit close. I've also got to remember that corner is a lot wider than it used to be, so I don't have to brake as much as I currently am. Stevie's got a funny-looking car. And, oh god, please be clear. Okay, we're fine. Right, we are in 8th place. It's not looking great for Victory 600. Hello, truck. That's a terrifying sight again. Let's come around a corner and see. Oh, there's another truck in the way. Oh, that's annoying. So I like that tight line because it's but using that tight line to avoid oncoming cars, essentially. But, oh, if the truck's going to be there... Oh, no. Yeah, this has gotten away from us. Oh, sorry, Mute. I thought, for some reason, I thought Mute was going the same way we were. Did not realise they were trying to turn around. We have slipped to 14th. Oh, there goes the leader. That was danger, man. That was close. I thought I was going to be ahead of them. Never mind. It's worked. We survived that. We are back to 14th place. Now, whoa. That's an unfortunate respawn from Gliska. There is a Valtrek in trouble. Oh, go! We'll just punt at this point. Kind of got two. Oh, well, Gliska's just ending up in front of us at inopportune moments currently. That truck's really annoying. I want that out of the way. Can't do much about it, but I would like it out of the way. The annoying bit is it just forces everyone out wide, which I don't really want to be out wide. We are up to 10th now. Okay, so we are racing Shadow for position. The click is going fairly well. Ewan is the leader of the race. I'm 24 seconds down the road. We're not winning this, barring a miracle, but this, with the additions and changes to this track, I mean, a miracle's possible. Track blocking crashes are possible. Okay, we have avoided the boost pads. Wasn't intentionally avoiding the boost pads, but we have. Drake, we are racing for position. That truck, I mean, we've mostly figured out how to deal with that truck now. And then ahead of Drake is Stevie in the purple Camaro. We will hit that boost pad. There's a gap for us to slot into quite nicely there. We've had a great run, looking for a way past, can't do it. Mapava causes some chaos in all of this. That's fine, we will slot in. Stevie gets some oversteer. We all have to be careful down here. Oh, Stevie's into traffic. Mute's going this way. Drake got wiped out. Oh, well, there was a reason why I was being a little bit careful into turn 1, unfortunately. Yeah, I just couldn't quite get that one slowed in time. I mean, we're up to 6th. We're racing Stig for 5th at the moment. Don't hit that boost pad. We will try and get... There's the boost that we were looking for. Owen is into trouble. Who are we? Well, Stig just had a Stratum turn in on them. Yeah, I mean, that's been a bit of a mess. That, not really much any of us could do, because no one really knew what the Stratum was doing. It was just kind of being weird. We will hit the boost pads. We will be clear of any traffic. That's what we want to see. Oh, Stig was not. We're up to 4th. We did just leave a couple of cars crowded in a corner, so I wonder if one of those is a car I'm racing for position. Possibly. Longbow is the car we're racing for. Oh, bloody hell. Didn't realise the truck was making its approach. Oh, a little bit of lag against Pone. Apologies. Right, we are through. Not through. Facing the wrong way in the middle of the crossover, but we're fine. We got away with that relatively well, all things considered. Liam, Ewan is miles out in front. Ewan has got this, barring something truly bizarre. Liam, I mean, there's a chance if Liam has a big accident somewhere, there's a chance we could catch. But yeah, final lap of the race. Ewan has got this one in the bag. Ewan has finished, actually. Yeah, Ewan has definitely got this one in the bag, as Ewan has crossed the finish line and has won the race. So, so there we go. Childish has finished 2nd. And then it is... Well, Liam wasn't a million miles in front of us. Oh, that's a terrible place for a truck. Yeah, that is a horrible place for a truck. We've got to beat Shadow. at some point. I don't think, judging by the gathering of cars by the train carriage, I'm going to hazard a guess I was not the only one getting caught out trying to dodge that truck. Pink car went to space. Oh, that's a mess. We get 4th. We get 4th, I'll take it. Considering everything, not displeased with a 4th place. Looks like Danger Man might take fastest lap of the race. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, actually, Danger Man might take fastest lap of the race, but has dropped a long way down. Ewan takes victory with a wonderfully clean run. Childish is 2nd. Liam ends up 3rd. We will take 4th. Then it is Longbow, Gliska, Valitane, Danger Man, Mute, and Valtrek will round out the top 10. Stig ends up in 11th. Shadow's had a terrible final lap. It's all gone wrong. Shadow was behind me. Shadow was in 5th at one point on that final lap. That is unfortunate. I was going to go see if I could get to Shadow's viewpoint and figure out what had happened. But I can't in time. Shadow did cross the finish line in 13th at the end of all that. Well, chat, what do you reckon to Brazen's modifications? I mean, it is quite something. I will give credit where credit is due. It is quite something. I'm not sure the filming crew like Brazen very much now. However, it really was quite a thing. In some ways, it is slightly less infuriating than the original. You are slightly less restricted. You do slightly get less get stuck. But yeah, it's quite silly. It's quite silly. But I mean, that was the point of a jolly boost. There we go. Right. We will be moving on. So we're going to try something. We're gonna try something. I don't quite know how it's all going to work. We're going to tentatively have a go with the Sumo. We're going to have a go with the Castle Sumo. Now, it might not quite work perfectly. I'm going to put that out there. Okay, it might not quite work 100% perfectly. It is... It should work. It should work well enough, certainly, to be filmed. It should work well enough, certainly, to be entertaining. However, there are a couple of things that could break. You could instantly die. It is possible. You could instantly die. That doesn't seem to affect it much. Sometimes teams' cars spawn on their roof. We don't quite know why. That can also happen. And there's a little chance, just for some reason, the game might not let you get in the car. Which we're also not quite sure why. But we're hoping that most of that doesn't happen. Should probably deposit the money before... Not that we can... The good news is, don't get mugged anymore, because we're always in private sessions. We're not actually in the free roamy stuff. So... So, yeah, there we go. Right. Let's go. I actually know if I have it bookmarked. It should be under here. Here we go. Sumo Castle on the water. Brazen has got to head off. Well, thank you for taking part, Brazen. Thank you for your circuit. I can't think of a nicer, a better way of phrasing that. Thank you for the circuit. It is quite something. We're going to go to 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes rounds will work good here. Now, things to bear in mind is... Yeah, this could be a bit glitchy. It could be a bit weird. Normally, hell, even the biggest of sumo sessions wouldn't have allowed this many people in. We're not 100% sure what's going to happen, which is half the fun, really. We're going to chuck it together. We're going to give it a try. it should, like, the hope is it should be entertaining, right? Whatever happens, it should, fingers crossed, be entertaining. So yeah, let's see. This will be the biggest test. But I mean, it's an awesome map, and you know, a lot of credit to Level 8 for actually making this work at some point, like in some way, one way or another. It is, yeah, really cool. So we will hopefully do it justice. That is the goal. Number of teams 4. We can leave that on. Sure, be nice and clear. Okay, so the way it'll work, if you've not seen it before, okay, if you're pink team, your cars might be upside down. We will hope that they are not, but they might be. Fantastic. Okay, we've got 26. It might be slightly uneven teams, but honestly, it's not going to matter too much. Let's go and see what happens. Honestly, we are just going to fire it up and hope for the very best. And hopefully I don't insta-die. I guess if I insta-die, we'll try to play top drives. No, we'll see. We will see what it does. So we have got me, Valentine, Valtrek, we've got no filming members on our team. All the filming members, well, some are on there. Oh, that's the filming members. I think that's all filming members. We get put on the viewer team. That's a concerning amount of splashes and clonks. I think we might have broken something. I have a horrible feeling. I have the sinking feeling. The fact that I can't see any cars is alarming. Game. Okay, I see a car. Okay, orange team has cars. Not a fuller complement of cars. Okay, well, apparently the game just teleported me over to this one. Can anyone get in an orange car? Okay, well, someone's got in an orange car. Most of the orange team can't seem to get in the cars, and I don't know why. That's not worked. Why has that happened? Level 8, we've broken it again. Can any of you get in my car? At least be a passenger. Well, that works. Sorry, I can only take one of you. The others are going to have to... Run! Run into the fountain! Run into the fountain! That's going to be the... That is what we will try and... That is what we will tell you to do. What has it done now? Oh dear. Well, one of the orange cars that did work has fallen off immediately. Level 8! Oh no! I was too busy trying to... I was trying to throw a car at level 8 and we fell in the water. I don't know why the cars are locked. I don't know why he's broken again. Things have not worked. Things have gone weird again. We are just destined to not be allowed to do Sumo. I mean, I would never... If I'd been playing sensibly, I would never have actually done that maneuver I did. I was just trying to throw a car at level 8. But yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with this game mode. It's just it's such a good arena. It was working fine. It was working absolutely fine, and now it's not, and I don't know... there's no rhyme or reason as to why it isn't working. Found a car that's driving. So we know the camera's balked, right? We know that the camera doesn't work properly, in that it's stuck here, but... Is there any other cars other than Jamie even still in this? I'm not sure. The cars can sometimes climb into the fountain. but Danger Man beaten up Valente. So it doesn't really matter. You can't win in the fountain, right? The circle will close, and you will not be able to win in the fountain. So, okay, we're down to Jamie, Bumpy, and level 8. Bumpy is on foot. Level 8 is on foot. Bumpy has been run over. Oh, Bumpy has been killed. So now it just comes down to... You don't want to go out there because you will get stuck in the... Yeah, this is not worked. Oh. Oh, it has almost climbed in. It's just a whole new level of broken and weird. This is not a problem we've come across. We haven't come across the weird locked cars at all, and I can't figure out why. We'll try it once more and see if it will leave them unlocked, because that is a weird one. We've had a couple. We've had like individual cars have problem, like a single person have issues, but we've never had that many. It's so weird. Level 8's done such a good job of making this map a thing and having it work. It's gone through so many attempts at getting it to work. I don't know why we now have a new weird problem. There's always something. There is always something with this. Level 8 has a plan. Well, that's good. It's always good to have a plan. Yeah, as Chris Knox says, if everything worked, it wouldn't be Sumo. That is very true. If everything works, this game. Right, we will have one more attempt, one more go at making this do what it should do. Well, fingers crossed that it'll do what it's supposed to do, and there's no guarantee on that one in the slightest. Okay, so if we press replay, it should... I mean, there's no reason why it broke last time. But we will reload it. We will hope for the best. Like, the car spawning upside down, that can happen. That's fine. It's not great, but we can live with that. Yeah, the car's just being locked. So this isn't made as a race. This is made as a deathmatch. It's done as a deathmatch so that we can have the closing circle, right? And now that works. Why the cars are locked? The cars are set in such a way that you're not. So once you get in a car, you can't get out of it again, and you're supposed to only be able to get into the cars of your team's colour. I don't quite know how it works because, funnily enough, I've not done much of the deathmatch building and all of that. But yeah. We will try. We will hope for the best. We will keep fingers crossed. Come on, GTA. You can do it. You can load up with the settings that Level 8 actually put in this time, rather than making up your own as you go along. Unlikely, but we will see what happens. We will see if these can get connected. This is the game before the game of can you get connected? GTA. And the answer to that is going to be a no. You're honestly probably not going to be missing much. Can't speak. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to fire it up. It's only a 5-minute round. Let's go. Please don't break. We are kind of abusing... Not really abusing the game as such. We are using a game mode in a way it wasn't exactly intended. Which is, I think, part of what it's causing. As much as it is part of what's causing the issue, why it's having issues with, like, just spawning cars, for example. But yeah, we had no issues when we filmed this. So why it's now having issues is bizarre. No, I heard the crash and the splash. Means something's going to be not quite where it's supposed to be. It was less crunching that time, which is promising. There was less of a crunch. Hopefully means more cars. Oh, well, green team have got most of green team. We've lost our alpha. I can get in cars fine. Is it maybe to do with the people? I don't know whether it's the same... I mean, the question becomes, is it the same people that are stuck out of cars that were last time? Maybe? Not 100% sure. But yeah, well, we have just fired a Danger Man off the circuit, off the map. Yeah, something's weird with this, again. Which is a shame. Because it's such a good... we're getting close to... we're getting close to having a game mode that works. Oh, that was actually really dangerous. I was kind of half hoping to punt Pone off the roof of that car. Oh, that was a... Oh, well, we're going swimming. That was a good hit from Ninetales. Yeah, it's not really worked, has it? Disappointing. Disappointing indeed. And as, again, I shall say, not level 8's fault. This is the bloody game being weird. I can't. Once I've got in a car, I can't get out. The way it's done. Once you are in a car, you cannot get out of a car. It's to stop people from, if they get like a damaged car, trying to swap the car and all of that kind of thing. So, yeah, unfortunately, that is not something that can be done. Oh well. It was worth a try. I was hoping to be able to have Sumo as an end of stream thing again, but alas, we could not. I think we maybe got more slightly more cars going this time, but I'm not really well, yeah, I'm not really sure on that one. Yeah, game is broken. I will agree with that. I will agree with that one. We will have to hope that the one remaining green team car... Oh! Almost managed to get all of pink team off. So all of pink team... Okay, so it's only cars left running. Pink team have all bundled in to... Is it the tailgater? I mean, you know, there's only one driving. Yeah, I don't know why it works as Level 8 says. It worked when we filmed and nothing's changed. Why is it stopped? Why is it now broken in new and unusual ways? GTA is just the worst sometimes. On camera, you've gone very far away. I can't do anything about the camera. I have no control over what the camera does here. Oh, Valtrek, you're in trouble. You're very, very close to going swimming. Good escape. Good escape. Managed to turn away from the Ninetales at that point. I don't know where the others are. Ah, okay, the others are running up around the fort. I mean, the wall... The circle is going to be closing in. The circle is going to be... oh, pink fell off the side, but do remain on the platform. Oh, that's a dangerous place to jump down from, but it has worked. Yeah, so the circle is now closing in. It will close in very quickly. I'm trying to think whether it was all the same cars that were unlocked, although it's difficult to know because some of the cars spawned in that didn't spawn in last time. Oh, the tree has caused issue for green team. The circle is now really, really closing in. Everyone is going to be stuck in the centre. Oh, it's a good hit, and pink are gone. All of the pink team are out there, all in the same car. I mean, we had one of each team left at the end, which, you know, is... oh, we're just going to do the silly shuffle in the centre for this one. Yeah. Don't know whether you really want to park it as such. Normally, a bit of a run up is the way to go. Camera. We're going to miss the action. Well, I mean, at this point, blue team are going to win. Now I can't see because the camera's gone the other way. Well, Don't know what's happening. Everyone exploded, and I don't know who won. Ninetale's the most valuable player, apparently. There we go. Well, that is going. We're going to end the stream a little bit early because I want to go and try and win the car on the good old top drives. I do hope you have enjoyed this GTA 5 stream in all of its silliness, in all of its glory. Because, yeah, it has been quite something. It has been quite something. We are going to, head out of that. It's a shame Sumo's a little bit broken. Gonna have to try and see if we can fix it at some point going forward. Fingers crossed, at some point in the future, it will behave itself. We just don't quite know when that some point is going to be. But, yeah. Don't you love GTA 5? However, that is going to be it for today's stream. I thank you all very much for watching. A big thank you to everybody who has donated. I mean, we took a slightly bit of a weird way through the races this evening. It was something, we did sort of little bit different things, perhaps, than some of the stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you enjoyed the events, the races, and all that. But, yeah, that will be it for this one. I'll be back on Wednesday with something. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what's going to be happening when next week, but should be back on Wednesday for some more of a stream of something. But yeah, that is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.